Ep.65 live. We are rocking this Wednesday night, baby. Little Jimmy, little voodoo child. You hear that? Come on, man. And things are going to get a little spooky. We're not doing no voodoo, I promise. No, I do a dembala. Not here today.
Not yet.
Not yet. As I want to introduce this man right here, the anesthesiologist himself, once again joining us, Swift Knox. Swift, I appreciate you. I got to learn how to just not have that on loop so we can get it rocking. It's a work in progress. Swift, I appreciate you jumping on. And, of course, guys, yours truly, mouthpiece of the Northeast.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Good to see everybody.
Appreciate you.
Let's get big.
Jumping in. Let's check the chat real quick. Of course, Mama Swift in the building. What's going on?
How you doing, Mom?
Brooklyn Diva in the building. What's happening?
Diva.
Horror Film Queen in the building.
Horror Film Queen. What's up,
right.
Welcome.
The Horror Queen in the building.
Horror Queen, yes. We got all the superstars out tonight.
All the stars are out tonight. Oh, yeah. Big Dip. We got all the stars, man. I'm telling you. Trippy Hippie in the building.
Trippy Hippie.
Horror 521. Tackies.
Hey.
Is that it?
¿Qué pasa?
That's it. Under the floorboards.
Thanks for coming out. Oh, under the floorboards.
That's it.
Thank you so much.
Listen, I ain't telling nobody what's under the floorboards. I promise. It's all secret here. All of us here.
Secret. It's a secret.
Man, Swift, it's good to be back on this Wednesday. Was looking forward to this conversation here. We're going to have Angela Moyer, the owner of the Waldorf Estate of Fear haunted attraction. For those of you not familiar with this place, it's a haunted attraction. They're celebrating the 20th anniversary this year of this haunt. So we're going to talk a little bit with Angie for this haunt, and I want to talk about haunts in general, and I want everybody to chime in on this conversation and talk about their favorite haunts. We're going to get to that. So Angie is going to be joining us about 8:15, about 5 minutes from now. And it's also, for those that don't know, it's the film and location of Hell House LLC, the original Hell House movie, found footage film. The final installment, I believe it's going to be the final installment, is coming out this year. And they're not following the format that the other 4 films have followed. Say that fast 5 times. They're not doing found footage. It's traditional film. And I believe he's going to be taking us back to the beginning. So I'm excited to see what Steve Cognetti, the director of this, is going to be doing with Hell House, this next installment. And Angie has been, man, this woman, I got to tell you, she's been godsend to us here at Horror 365. One of our other team members, Swift, you know this, one of our other family members here, Josh Horror Daddy Kersey. You can follow him. Yeah, my man, Josh, holding it down with these cosplays, man. We have an incredible team of cosplay. Like the 4 that really do it, they really do it. Yeah, cosplays, man.
That's what I'm over here.
Absolutely. And Josh has been working here as a haunt actor for some time. And he's the one that connected myself with Angie. And Angie, again, she's just been an awesome person. Anybody that has met her, you know what I'm talking about. She's just amazing all around. So I can't wait for her to jump on the show. And we're talking haunts here, guys. And Swift, I guess before Angie jumps on here, let me ask you, have you been to a haunted attraction before?
Absolutely.
I'm not talking about the streets of Brooklyn.
Let me think about it. Maybe I have been. Yeah, absolutely, man. I love going to haunts. I love haunted attractions. I love they're exhilarating, pulse pounding. You know, they're exciting. They're a whole bunch of fun. You know, I love them. I love the season. Because
it is the season.
It just sucks that the season is so short. You got like about 8 weekends that you can go to one of these haunts while they're in operation, but there's more haunts than there are weekends. So you want to do the ones you really like.
That's the tough part. And you brought out, that's a good point, man, because like there are so many nowadays, especially so many different attractions. It's like now you got to kind of map out your weekends because you have essentially 5 or 6 weekends.
Yeah.
So how many can you get to in a weekend? And then plus, if you have other things going on, we all have life going on. It's like, God, I can't make it this weekend. Let's try, so you start lining them up. And man, some of these haunts, they really outdo themselves. And there's different kinds too. Killer Reactions. I got to pop this up here.
Killer Bee.
That's one thing we knew. We need. Yep.
Facts.
All year round. all
And
year
that's
round.
the killer point of view right there.
And my man's, you know what? He's always coming in, Killer B, always coming in here, dropping some gold, some platinum, and he's just leaving.
Yeah.
Or he starts the convo. I'm not going to say it like that. I don't mean it like that. But what I mean is like you start up something that starts a conversation and you're out. It's like
deuces.
how are you going to just leave us here to just all kill each other? You're not even getting the mix.
Yeah.
No, but
killer hot takes.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, but always appreciate your killer reactions. Under the Floorboards, got to get back to this thing right here. Anything's got to be better than the last film we put on Shudder. That's the Forest 825 Forest.
825.
I think that's what it was. You're referring to that. I just watched that last week, and it was promising. Like it looked good, but I definitely agree with you. I was not happy with it overall. The ending especially they could have did something way better than what they did. It had its moments where, okay, I was like, oh, this could get interesting, but it was underwhelming. It didn't deliver for me, to be honest. But yeah, this one, what I've seen so far from this last installment that's going to be coming out, it looks promising. Nothing's guaranteed. But speaking of switching gears, Swift, what also looks promising is what's coming out Friday.
Oh, boy.
Dude, I mean, Sinners. Do you see? I mean, 100% Rotten Tomatoes, people talking about it? Holy smokes.
Bro, everything that I've seen about it is positive. Everybody's like, this is the thing to do. If you love cinema, if you love music, if you love yourself, go check this movie out. From what I'm hearing, I'm gonna go check it out. I'm definitely going to check it out, and it's out in so many formats. Ryan Coogler written and directed by Ryan Coogler, same guy that wrote Waldorf Station, Black Panther 2,
Creed
2. He's a hit maker, and he's with his tag team partner Michael B. Jordan.
That's my guy.
Yep. The dynamic duo of cinema, and I can't wait for this film. It's unfortunately the trailers do what the trailers do, and they give away too much. But that's why we stuck the original trailer up on the 365 IG page. That's the trailer. That's the definitive trailer we would say to watch, so that things aren't given away. Because a lot of the reviews that I heard, I listen to spoiler-free reviews because I don't want to know the movie. I just want to know what people think and everything like that. And they said, "Listen, we wish the trailers didn't spoil stuff."
Yeah.
So try to if you don't know what we're talking about, just go in blind. Try to see the movie this weekend. It's going to be the biggest thing you're hearing about, and you want to experience it before people start spoiling it.
Absolutely.
So, try to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check that out. The Sinners this weekend, it's going to be a hit. It looks like it already. Everybody's talking about it right now. But right now, I don't mean to cut you off because we have Angie going to be joining us momentarily right here. Looks like she's trying. But before we get Angie on here, hold on one second. We're going to play this little video real quick. Oh, that guy scares me every time. Oh, my goodness. And here she is, the one and the only Angela Moyer, the Waldorf Estate of Fear owner. Welcome, Angie, to Horror 365.
Thanks for coming.
Hey. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're better now that you're here.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you that much. I appreciate you taking the time for us. I got to say, I was super excited about this. Out of everything we got going on this month, this is the conversation I was looking forward to. We were just talking about haunts. Briefly, I said, but you're going to be jumping on 20 years of fear, the Waldorf Estate of Fear. I want you, first of all, just for those that don't know you, because we got quite a few people on here, give them a little introduction to who you are exactly.
Hi, everyone. I'm Angie. I'm the Scream Queen at Waldorf Estate of Fear. I've owned the haunted house for 20 years now. This is our 13th year at this facility in Lehighton. I am a horror fanatic, October birthday girl, crazy mom of 75 to 100 screaming people during October, and I create nightmares.
Yeah, you make nightmares come true, and that's what I gotta say.
Yeah,
Waldorf, and we got some people chiming in over here. One says, "Hi, Angie."
Hi,
Mondo Docs. Hey, I know her.
Hey, hi, Lawrence.
What's going on? Trippy Hippie's in here. So I appreciate you guys chiming in here. So Angie, I ask everybody this though. What was it what hooked you on horror? Let's start with that. What got you hooked on horror?
God, I don't even really know, to be honest with you. I think I'm probably going to say watching The Exorcist got me hooked on horror. And ever since that, I've loved horror movies. You know, my mom has an October birthday. My grandmother has an October birthday. We're just bred to be scary lunatics, I think.
Mom is awesome. Mom works at the Haunt.
Yes.
She scares me more than anybody else there.
Yeah, you should be scared of her.
Yeah, no, I don't mess with Mom, but she's amazing. God bless her. And I don't want to spoil it too much. But I want to ask you this 20 Years of Fear. For those that have never been to the Waldorf Estate of Fear, and this is their first year going, what can they expect?
Wow, what can they expect? You can expect a theater-like experience. You would want to read the legend before you get there. So this isn't just a haunted house where creatures are just jumping out and scaring you. This is a story. We have a storyline that I wrote. Oh God, 20 years ago, I wrote a storyline at my first haunted house. And when I moved, I continued that storyline to where I am. And when you go inside, all of these characters tell you the story. There is a story of Oliver and needing souls to survive another year in Abaddon. Yeah. So it's not just a boo. It's a really immersive thing. That's just the Waldorf. We have, excuse me, I have been feeling a little bit under the weather. Tearing the Corn. It used to be a hayride, and now it's a walking trail. Hey, based on all of your favorite horror movies, 80s slashers, everyone we love, and maybe some new people this year. We're not saying who. We're not saying who. But
no, I don't know nothing.
We're not saying who. No. We have Infection. It's a zombie apocalypse walking trail. It's evolved from wearing flag belts to collecting items to you are part of the. You're in the apocalypse trying to survive. You're scavenging for things. You have to gather things. You have to find a key to get out. And now the newest attraction opening this year. So if I say it, none of my employees, none of the actors, nobody knows this yet. Oh. But brand new attraction. We have a serial killer on the loose at Waldorf, the Grimville Slaughterhouse, and the home of the slaughterhouse killer.
This is an experience. It's a whole experience when you go there.
It takes all night. Yeah. You're there for a while, and we have a midway, so we have vendors, we have DJs some nights, bands some nights. It's just a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's one thing I can say. Every time I've been up there, even though I've been through the house a few times. It's like it's new. It's like the first time. So it's like I want to go
again. I am just about finished creating 2025 season inside the hotel. It's already done. Already started. This is how early we start. Yes. So you'll have to come see it, Jimmy.
No, 100%.
When you come to the Waldorf, we are going to entertain you. You're going to be screaming, laughing, crying, all of the above.
It's one of. I'm not gonna say one of. It is my favorite haunted attraction. I've been to quite a few. It's my favorite, not only because of right here. It's a wonderful human being. If you guys ever met her, you know what I'm talking about. Angie cares about everybody. It's a family-like environment there. She takes care of everybody that works for her, and I've seen that, and it's just amazing. And the experience. That's it, and that's the 20th anniversary opening day. We got to be there. Horror 365. We got to be there in some capacity. And
come on down. Yeah, we can make a big deal about it. It's on the 27th of September. We're opening. But before we even talk about that, on May 3rd we have Halfway to Halloween. That's what your video was.
That's right. Yes,
guys, it's halfway to Halloween. What is going on? What is happening to the time?
It's flying here. I think we got. Yeah. Let me see where we pop the graphic. I had a graphic for it up here too. Yeah, halfway to Halloween.
Yes.
This boom right there, May 3rd, 5 p.m. Now, what's going to be happening at the halfway to Halloween? Explain.
So one, tickets are selling fast. We're selling tickets every day, and it is a limited amount of tickets. The VIP tickets are almost sold out. We might be able to add a few more. And that VIP ticket gets you a paranormal investigation at midnight to 3 a.m. inside the Waldorf.
Oh, God.
It starts at 5. You get to do a behind-the-scenes tour. Stephen Cognetti, the mastermind himself, is going to be there doing a Q&A, meet and greet. We're going to do Escape Hell House. So, and this is a big deal for Hell House fans or anyone who likes horror. This only happens twice a year, Escape Hell House. Right now, and one night during the haunt season, where the movie actually is played out around you. So if you're really into that, you need to come. It's a half-hour thing. You get to do photos with the characters. We have dinner. We're going to watch Lake of Fire this year because it is the 3rd year. We're going in a row.
Okay.
And then that takes you to midnight. And then if you're a VIP, you get to do the paranormal investigation. And yes, it is haunted.
Oh,
Jimmy? Yes, it is haunted.
I can vouch for that. Please, guys, this is no lie. It's go in at your own risk in this. Okay. I got terrified. Angie, I mean, that's a whole other story.
It is.
But I had to sing to the ghost. I was serenading the ghost.
He was serenading for hours.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. It was that was
that's why Larissa and I came up to said we're going to go to bed in the room next to you.
Well, I figured that because I kept singing. But you know what? They do love, for everybody out there, they do love the saxophone and Richard Marx. I don't know, huge fan. So Rich, you got some fans that are not of this realm over here, but yeah, it was an incredible experience.
Yeah, it's super cool. So not only do we have halfway to Halloween on the 3rd, on Friday the 13th in June, we have a solo paranormal investigation. So it's the first time that we're doing it that you can come in and investigate on your own. Usually you have to do it on a tour with our paranormal team. And that is at overnight. So you're spending the entire night there, investigating the rooms, doing, what you want. You will be supervised. Don't worry. We won't let you do anything wrong. We won't be conjuring the devil or opening any portals to hell. We make sure of that.
That's no fun.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
So,
hopefully,
that's
that's paranormal. So for the tickets for the Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And also there's still tickets for halfway to Halloween. We could find them at Waldorf, right? Waldorf.
Yes, of course. WaldorfEstateOfFear.com. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to put all the links below here at the end of it for sure.
Super.
But this investigation, like for somebody who's never been on an investigation, what's the process going on one of these paranormal investigations?
So on a solo, we're going to be like, hey, here you go. But usually people want to know, like when a team comes in. So we do overnight rentals. You can rent the building overnight and with your paranormal team and do paranormal research. It is research, not just like ghost huntings. Like, let's go for fun. That's what I thought it was. Let's go ghost hunting. They're actually doing research. So we usually walk the people through, give them a little tour. And if they want to know the hot spots, we tell them so they're not wasting time because we know what rooms are hot and what rooms aren't. And then we kind of let them go. We have security cameras on so we can watch and make sure they're behaving, minding their P's and Q's. But they get to go and do whatever experiments they want.
In there, you know what happens. You can't do that.
Right.
Jason, somebody's coming out of there.
It's Friday 13th. Be careful.
Yeah. So my goodness.
Yeah.
It is legit. Like nobody's ever been there. It's legit. You hear things. Oh, that's haunted. No, this is haunted. I can tell you firsthand. So it's an experience, and I think everybody should at least go on one paranormal investigation. So if you haven't been, definitely check out.
And again, when we say haunted, that doesn't mean that it's like evil entities, demons. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. It's not that. It's spirits.
Patrick Swayze. We're talking Patrick Swayze,
right? And energy, yeah, right. And no, I'm new to the paranormal. I'm just like a little baby when it comes to paranormal. Horror, I can do all that good stuff, but paranormal, I'm just learning. So, but it's really interesting. It's very cool and interesting, and stuff has happened that I cannot explain. So it's got to be.
Is there anything that you want to share about one of the things that have happened?
How about I share with you something that has happened this week?
Yeah.
Great. Sounds great.
Yeah, we're working inside of Waldorf, myself, my mom, and two of my build crew, Justin and Savannah. And if you've watched Hell House, you know there's a ramp where the clown's on bottom of the stairs. My mom's vacuuming. She turns it off and she looks at me and she says, there's just a guy standing behind me at the top of the ramp with a hat on, looked like a straw hat, but a black, but that kind of style. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yep, I'm positive. So I get my phone out and I turn my app on and start talking to them. That enough is weird enough. I'm like, Mom, are you sure? She knows. She's into all this stuff. But the funniest thing is that we kept asking a name and it finally gave us Isaac. So who wears a black hat? So we have mimics in the hotel. Who wears a black hat by the name of Isaac in a horror movie that I may or may not have in my cornfield? Children of the Corn, Isaac, black hat. So were they just fucking with us? Can I say? Yeah, I don't know. But the next day, I had a little push light sitting on the counter in the control room. You know, push it changes color. And it was sitting there for a while. I walk in and the light's on. So I'm like, Mom, were you just in here? Did you push this? She walked in. She goes, yeah, no, that wasn't on. And it wasn't on every time I walked by. So yeah, just little things. Talk about the footsteps we heard. Lawrence. Okay, so Lawrence is talking about, we've been talking about the show that we're filming, 24 Hours in Hell. Jimmy knows all about it because he was one of our special guests. And
I've been to hell and back. I could say it firsthand.
So this is amazing. So we send people in on a solo in the dark with a camera, and they have to walk through the hotel and record and talk to Jimmy. Booked it out the back door.
I ran out of that son of a bitch.
Somebody was in doing their solo, and it was if it takes more than 20 minutes, I go in after them. So I go with the cameraman. I go in where the bellhop is, and just listen to hear where they are. And I hear footsteps, and it sounds like someone's on the ramp coming around. So if you haven't been at Waldorf, you don't know. But if you see our pictures, you'll see our bellhop, and he has a fireplace behind him. That's actually a trap door that opens. So right on the other side of that, we hear the person walking, which means he's almost at us. So I quick hide to scare them, of course. And we're waiting and we're waiting. And nobody comes. So I say his name, no one's there. And I looked at Mondo Doc's Lawrence. I'm like, what? Because he heard all of this as well and is filming. I open the door, I go in the control room, and the person is upstairs.
Oh, wow.
No.
That's awesome. That was like,
that's crazy.
What? What?
That's
so
cool.
I did not review the footage. I am hoping that it's on camera. You could hear it because it was clear as day.
There was a lot of things that were on camera. I could say that much. And we had some, there was just some experiences there, man. I mean,
yeah,
I don't even want to get into everyone see what I could say, but yeah, it was wild. I can say that. I'd say that much, especially in the bar area. That thing, and my ghost. Apparently, Ange, this is something that I know. My wife is okay with this. The ghost that loves me in there, Amanda. She wanted to come home with me, and like an idiot, I was telling. And Dave Childers is like, don't say that, Jim. Just don't say it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Dave, sorry.
The last thing we say is, no one can leave here. No one can go home with us.
I don't know. She may have followed me. She may have followed me. Because things are happening here. It's just we did an investigation in my house. It's wild.
Even the Amanda idea, where I'm not sold on the fact that actually is someone, or if it's a mimic, because my sister's name is Amanda and she usually works in the dining room, and that's where we saw. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So it might not even be something real. There's so many different things that it could be, Jimmy. I don't even understand it.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, no. Listen, that's a whole conversation, especially with that show. As time progresses and we're able to talk more about that, I definitely would want you back on to talk just about that later on. Absolutely. And even when we get into the haunt, like I wanted to talk about this. I want to ask you this question, Ange. Something's been on my mind. What do you think makes a good haunted attraction, in your opinion?
So I think, and this is my personal opinion, what makes a good haunted attraction is live actors, enthusiastic, energetic actors. I also like the idea of having a storyline. There's something to follow. But I'm not a big animatronic fan. I don't think, it's fake. It's obviously fake. Everything that I've created, and Jimmy, you've seen it, is real. I'm trying to immerse people in think they're in a real horror movie. Like, for a split second, they get so scared. They're like, what the? I have a full junkyard. It's all real, cars and boats and like nothing fake. I have 1 or 2 animatronics that look really good. But you go on hay rides and they have fire-breathing dragons, and that's not real. It's entertaining. Always entertaining, but not real. So I really do believe that a robot or something mechanical cannot replace a live person.
I agree with that. It definitely it is the acting. It's the characters, and you have quite a few really good horn actors. I want to shout out to Bellhop and of course our own Josh, a hard daddy Kersey.
Of course, yes.
One inside, one outside. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that it really does make it like I tell them when they show up. I have a building and I have sets, and they're absolutely nothing. If they can't get in there and make it come to life, I'm screwed. Really am. But they never disappoint me. They never do. They always come back and they never disappoint. When you say it's a family, you're absolutely right, Jimmy. They are all family. We're in contact all year round on our little group chats that we talk to each other, and if they need advice, they come to me, and I love giving them advice. And I'm like the Mother Gothel. That's what Bailey calls me, my daughter, the Mother Gothel.
Listen, you are the mom of this whole operation, and I think even I gotta say, even to the ghosts in the house, they look up to you. It sounds wild, absolutely, but it's Lawrence.
It is crazy. I miss that Rose Glen. All right.
Yeah, they work.
Yeah, it's
all cool animatronics, they definitely work.
Yeah, it is. It's just the feel of it is different because you can go to some of these haunts, and I'm not gonna knock any haunt. They put in tons of money for these displays and these animatronics and everything like that, right? But you go to something like Angie, what you have with the actors, I have a better experience at the Waldorf than I do with and even though I know you spend quite a bit either way, nothing of what like these guys are going crazy.
Right.
For what? It comes down to the individual. It comes down to the actors, I feel like, and
right.
giving you that experience.
When you're going through, our actors they're bouncing, they're ad-libbing. It's almost like a comic show, you know what I mean? Where you're playing with the crowd. They will play you, they will pick you apart, they will eat you alive and send you off to the next one. Yeah. And it's awesome.
They called my name throughout the house.
Oh my God! Of course.
A couple times. It was wild, and
the best thing if we find out someone's name. Whisper down the alley. Everybody knows.
They know who to go.
Everyone, hey, Jimmy's coming inside.
That's it. They know I'm jumping out of there, man. I get legit terrified. Like these, I get scared easy. Apparently, in these haunted attractions.
That's why I asked him to be on the show.
Yeah, that's what but I can't wait to see the footage. I really can't when it's coming because it's got to be comical. I mean,
it's very comical. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen your footage.
Really? Oh God, that's not good.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, that's definitely we can talk about that another time. But I wanted to give you also the floor, Angie, if there's anything else, because I'm going to put all the links here for the upcoming events. Super. If there's anything else that you want to discuss about. That's coming up or anything about even haunted. Oh, you know what? One more question. I'm sorry. This came to my mind. So year one, how did this come to how did this come about? Like 20 years ago, how did this come to fruition?
Oh my God. It's the craziest thing. So I own a building in Palmerton, and the attic, we could not do anything with. There was no running water or anything up there. So, and I love horror all the time. So my husband's like, why don't you make a haunted house? Now, mind you, I just had a child. And I was like, sure. So I made this haunted house. It was no theme, just things people are scared of. And it was $6 to get in. $6.
Wow.
I'm like, it's so crazy to think that I went from that to where I am now. Like, I just kept adding things. Then we're like, oh, the basement. Let's make the basement another haunt. And it was all an advertising ploy so people would see our construction company, what we did. Kitchens, bathrooms, but it turned into its own thing. And I outgrew that space. I still have that building, and that haunted attraction is still there.
It's still there?
Wow.
Yes, it's my building, so I just left it. I picked a couple pieces out that I could use, and I moved. And it's so crazy.
That's amazing.
Never been to a haunted house. What are you waiting for?
Nemo Burns. Listen, you gotta, if you're gonna go to anything, you gotta make it up here. A Waldorf Estate of Fear. Look it up. Lehighton, Pennsylvania. You're not gonna be disappointed. So
thanks, Jimmy.
And,
yeah, I really wanted to remind everyone, we're right here in Lehighton, and it seems like, wow, it's just Lehighton. We got to go to Philly to get a good haunt. I have 4 haunted attractions that are top notch, and I'm not saying it. I've been told this. So don't knock your backyard. Come out and enjoy it. Friday nights, we're going to have discounts for all of our local town people. So look for that on the website. And we really want you to come out and experience it. You don't have to drive 2 hours to get a good scare. Remember that.
You don't have to be in the city to,
right.
As much as I enjoy going into the city because there's so many things going on,
yeah,
it's also hectic. It's chaotic. This is more chill. It's more laid back. It's more like, it's open spaces. There's plenty of parking. There's no issues with parking. That's another thing.
Free parking, Jimmy. Free parking.
Free on top of that. Free is me, and free I know is everybody for that matter. So yeah, free parking, and you're gonna have a good time. You got vendors out there. There's different attractions, and it's an experience. Horror Film Queen says I literally need to come to one of your haunted attractions. Opening day, end of September, first Saturday September, last Saturday September, excuse me. Matt Griffin would love to go. Listen, we should.
What's stopping you?
I'll tell you what. This is what I'm going to say right now. Anybody that's tuning in here, if you want, we should make this a big deal. Opening day, you're rolling with the Horror 365 team. Let's do it. If you're coming out, let us know. We'll all have a big meetup out there. Opening day for the haunt, and I think awesome. It's September 29th.
I think it's the 27th, isn't it? Is that the last Saturday? You'd think I know by now. Tickets are ready to I'm ready to unveil everything. I'm waiting for that brand new logo for the haunted attraction, and everything's ready to go. I'm on top of it this year.
Matt, you living in Florida? Well, guess what? You have a notice, my man. You and the missus, you got a 5-month notice? You got time.
Come
on up.
Yeah, you're not the first one. People come from all different states who are Hell House fans to go to the haunt. It's so crazy. We've had Florida, we've had North Carolina, we've had Ohio. Like, they come from all over.
Yeah, our fans do travel.
Skip and a jump. Come on up.
Yeah,
South Carolina, make it an event. I mean, that's Swift's mom is what we call it, Chicky. She's awesome. She's in South Carolina. We're gonna get you up here, Mama Swift. We're gonna bring you up.
Hi, Mama Swift.
I'll leave Philly.
Yeah.
Lady Terror.
Yes. Come on out.
Yes.
That's it. It's something that, if Philly's not too far, you go right up. Forgot the highway right from Philly straight up till Lehighton.
It's Turnpike, the blue route to the Turnpike. Yeah.
Leave the whole
Philly all the time.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, you're right. Horror Film Queen. Hell House was filmed here.
Yeah. Not only is it a haunted attraction, it's also Hell House. It's also the location from Hell House, the original Hell House LLC.
Yes. The first 3 were filmed there. And in October, there'll be 3 Saturday dates where you can do a behind-the-scenes tour before we open. 5 o'clock, you buy a ticket, where we take you behind. You get to go behind the scenes with some of my actors who were cast members of the show. And they'll take you on a behind-the-scenes tour and talk about the movie. And
that's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Where can you get that? Where can you get that? Besides the Waldorf Estate of Fear.
Right. You could do a basement tour during the season.
Oh, please don't do the basement.
Yeah.
Take you down the basement. Yeah. Tell you some behind the scenes goodies and take some photos down there. Yeah.
Yeah. My stomach just turned when you said the basement. All I see was I was blindfolded and I'm listening to something. I'm listening to static and I'm hearing things. Yeah, that was. Oh boy. No, Lawrence. No, I did not love the basement. My God. Jeez.
Shout out to Mondo Docs, Lawrence. He's awesome. Yeah. Go check out his YouTube channel if you get a chance. He does a lot of cool stuff.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of places. Yeah, that shot. Mondo Docs, man. Lawrence, he has all these different mini documentaries, or Mondo documentaries, I should say, on these local horror businesses. Yes, you. Okay, Bob the ghost picture. It's Ange, listen, I know I'm jumping around. I want to give you the floor if there's anything else that you want to plug here. I don't want to keep you too long. I know you're under the weather, and I greatly appreciate that you.
Of course. Thanks, Jimmy, for having me. No, I really want to tell everybody, just get out and see it for yourself. There's so many things going on. The movie set, the haunted attraction, it's haunted. You don't believe it? Come see. We dare you. Come see.
Oh,
you know you can't back there, horrorheads. You can't do it. So
if I come out, I want to be a scare actor.
Okay, perfect. Come on.
Oh, let me tell you something about Johnny right here. He's another one of the family members, the team members here. This guy has the incredible cosplays. I'm going to send you some pictures. He builds some of them, like Fluffy from Creep Show. He's absolutely insane. Like he's I can't even. There's no words that can describe it because John and Josh, they know each other too.
Yeah,
I believe two best in the game. And we have
remarkable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta. Josh. Yeah, he's excellent. He cosplays and the characters he plays for me. He is. No one can compare to when he's doing it. Yeah, it's amazing.
The detail, the amount of detail that both of them.
Yeah, like he owns them.
Right, like if he's playing Jason, just his breathing, it's just amazing. Like everything. He's getting a brand new spot this year, and I heard he's tickled pink about it. We're not giving it away, but
I can't say no spoilers. No spoilers here. And then you got to meet Swift over here, my right hand man Swift over. He's just amazing.
Get your asses to Waldorf. I'll be there. I will be there.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be there, and we're gonna be there. Opening day, September 27th. We're gonna mark it on the calendar here, and I want all the horror heads, anybody that's tuning in, or if you see this later on, we're gonna be at the Waldorf Estate of Fear.
You'll be my special VIPs for the night.
Yeah, listen, if you're hearing it right now, maybe Horror 365 special. If you're making it out, let's get the whole crew. We have 83,000 followers on Facebook. I know Meta is shadow banning us somewhere here, but it's okay, Meta, because we're still going to break through that shadow ban, and we're gonna haunt you. We're gonna come back with 80,000 at least people at the Waldorf. It's gonna be the biggest opening day ever. 20 years of fear. Woo!
Everyone to the basement.
I'm out.
You guys pull it together and come in. I'll get a package together for you. You will love it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm going to put all the links below. Angela Moyer.
You're the best, Angela.
State of Fear, 20 Years of Fear coming. A whole slew of events. Follow her. Check her out. Make sure you check out WaldorfEstateOfFear.com. And definitely make it out to the haunt this year. Angie, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Nice talking with you.
All right. Have a great night, Angie.
Nice to meet you, Angie. Feel better.
Bye. Thank you. See you guys.
Bye.
All right, Angie. Absolutely amazing. I'm sorry, guys. I was on a tangent. I'm on a roll here. I'm just going. Cut me off, please. Somebody cut me off. Thank you under the floorboards. I didn't say it. But that's what I wanted to say. But
suck
Johnny,
it, Meta.
welcome, Johnny Sparks on the live.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
I appreciate you guys, man. That was just it was great to hear from Ange, and so many things happened at the Waldorf filming as he was talking about the 24 hours. Now, that was legit. Like I never experienced something like that. I had to sleep in the house over there, and I was in the bedroom, one of the bedrooms there, and there's just so many stories. It was legit haunted. Things are going off, lights are going off. It was wild.
No.
Yeah, that's all I could say. I can't really spoil too much. But yeah, Lawrence over here, Model Docs, him and another one of our Horror 365 family members, Freddie Machete. Okay. We're filming. And they got me. They got me good. That's all I could say. I was hoping that somebody was out there. Oh boy. And here goes one of these sons of bitches, okay, in his clown costume. And I needed to change my underwear. Let's just say that. I literally almost shit the bed. Literally.
They got the proof.
You want to hear about
the problems?
The Conjuring House. No, I haven't. Yeah, tell us a little bit about it.
What's going on with that? Yeah, definitely want to hear something.
That's interesting.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna hear from Brooklyn Diva about that one. I didn't know what was going on over there.
Yeah, wow.
And while we wait for that, I want to say, guys, haunts, Johnny, you're out in the island, right? So, and Swift, you know this, both of you guys, you know this. Bayville.
Oh yeah.
You guys been to Bayville, right?
Mm-hmm. Many times.
Indeed.
What I don't know if I'm talking too much today. If one of you guys want to take the floor about Bayville, your experience at Bayville, because it's multiple attractions at this location in Long Island. Anybody want to mention any experience over there before I start babbling?
I've only been there once. I went for the first time last season, and it's pretty deep out there. You know, I went and I had a wonderful time. I got the package deal where you get access to all of the haunts, and I had a great time. You have different houses, you have different mazes, you have all different types of attractions, and they're awesome. They got the actors, they got the props. It's really scary. They got the sound, they got everything. It's awesome. I had a great time. That was my first and only time going. I loved it.
Nice. Yeah.
John, what about you? You've been over there, right, John?
Yeah, I've been there a bunch of times. Yeah, for sure. It's nice because they have they've expanded. I think it's 5 or 6 different houses now, and they do stuff outside, and so it's always it's always a good time when you go there. They have a little restaurant. They added axe throwing. They have mini golf.
They have mini golf.
They also have
that's right.
Yeah, they have this tightrope, like high wire walking thing, like a camo net kind of thing, like elevated. So it's nice. You could definitely go for the day. If you have kids, you could make a whole, like I say, make a whole day family affair out of it, and then you stay for the evening fun. And yeah, they do a pretty good job. It's I gotta say, it's enough that we would go back. You know, we don't go back routinely every year. We'll mix it up. There's also a place called Chambers of Hell, which is also a very good place. I don't know if any of you guys either of you have been there.
I've never been.
I've never been there.
Okay. It's on the North Shore. And what they do is they'll theme it. They'll have different themes, but it's all one big walkthrough. So you pretty much in there like 20 to 30 minutes, one shot. So as you know, you're making your way through, then it just changes themes, and then it'll just change theme. So there's never an interruption. So you're just constantly going through. And you know, they have a bar area, which is really nice. They have a little area where they show films, and you could buy merch. So that's also another, you know, very fun place to go.
And that's what is that? Chamber of Horrors, you said?
Chambers of Hell.
Chambers of Hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Hot Dog. I think it's in Hot Dog. But that's also a fun place. And they do they do themed events. They'll do Valentine's Day horror, Christmas horror.
Really?
And, yeah. So every Easter even they'll do a horror theme stuff, which is a lot of fun. And Bayville, I think, is getting on board doing more of that as well. I think they do a haunted Christmas.
I've seen a Christmas thing out there.
Yeah.
So, but it's always a good time. You know, these places are never inexpensive, but it's worth it to me. It's like I said, it's a lot of fun. And like Angie was saying, the scare actors, the quality of the actors, really what bring it together, because they'll react off of your energy. And what's funny is you always see that they go for the weakest pack member. You see them, they hunt them down, and they terrorize that one weak member in your crew. And yeah, it's the best because it entertains everybody, even people that are not in your crew. And so it's so important. And I tell you, I've never had a bad time. I think anybody that goes out to be a scare actor really has the desire to do it and really loves scaring the bejesus out of people. Like that's the night's mission. The goal is to get have a quota of like, all right, made this one shit in his pants. This one is still screaming out. This one's still screaming out the door. This one is running around the place. Yeah.
And that's always the goal, though, man. I mean, if you're doing that, you're in that line of. I mean, you're gonna want to scare whoever. The whole purpose of you going to these things is to get scared, right?
Yeah.
At least, I mean, I could, walk in any one of these things, man. I'm just, it's not good, you know. I got a guy with a chainsaw chasing me. I smell the gasoline. What the hell's going on?
Well, that's it. you know, with my home haunt that I've done for over a decade now.
I was going to say that. Talk about your home haunt, man.
Well, I learned, so I rely on animatronics because I can't always get, you know, scare actors. So, but a couple of seasons in a row there, I typically have a couple of people come. One year I had 6, you know, myself and 5 other people in costume. And it started off very small. Just my wife was always calling me a Scrooge because I didn't want to go out and decorate for Christmas. Because I was like, and Jim, and you guys notice I'm not a cold weather person. I'm like, no, it's too cold. I don't want to go out there and decorate.
Mind you, it was only 70 degrees.
True, that is true. Right, 70. I don't leave the house unless it's 70 above. And so I was thinking, I'm like, well, okay, what can I decorate? I'm like, all right, let me do something for Halloween. Bought a couple of hay bales, some skeletons, put out a couple of little trinkets for the kids. And I had the kids, after they were done trick-or-treating, they would come back and they were running around playing with these things. And I was like, wow, I'm onto something here. And then I started building stuff and torture tables and all of these little things and an electric chair with an animatronic in it. And
if somebody gets bad in the house, that's where they're going.
That's it, man.
Going
that's
to a
it.
torture table, baby.
That's right. So I was combining these animatronics with the things I could build. And then I started to learn about what really scares people, not only just kids, but adults. And so when you can combine, like Angie was saying, you get a couple of decent animatronics that really look the part. You get these startle props that just jump out, lunge out, things that they're powered by a pneumatic compressor. And then you have the actors hiding in a corner. Like one year I did a zombie outbreak, biohazard outbreak. I built this giant thing in my driveway out of 2x4s and the tarp and everything. And I had 100-something inch screen playing. It was really cool. So I was dressed as a zombie with a GoPro on my chest, laying on the floor. And people walk by and they're looking because they're not sure. They're like, oh, is he real? They don't know. And so, of course, I'm laying there completely out of it. Covered in head to toe as a zombie, biohazard zombie with this GoPro. And, of course, they walk by, lunge out at them, grabbing their ankles. And these are adults now, mind you, screaming, running out of the trap. And I still have neighbors of mine coming back here like 10 years later. I still remember that time. You scared the shit out of us. And so it's a lot of fun. And you get into it. Once you start seeing the reaction from people, and then you start getting creative. Oh, let me hide over here. Let me hide up here. Let me sit over here. And so, yeah, it becomes addictive, I could tell you, having, done it many, many years. And so, yeah, so, and I also find, what I come to learn is that the way to scare people is just disorient them. And Angie's right. You don't need fancy animatronics. It's all the environment and the interaction. I just found that by making it dark and putting in some disorienting laser lights and stuff.
Like lighting does it in the strobes too. That I noticed that when you walk through these things, the strobes. And anybody obviously that gets seizures, I wouldn't recommend going through one of these things.
No. I actually put a disclaimer up. I put a disclaimer up on my walkthroughs. Yeah. Because what I ended up doing eventually is I bought these 2 10x20 carports, and I put them up. I evolved. They got better at it, and I put them up side by side. And so as you walk through one, come out, we'd be inside and then outside, and then you go through the other one and come out, and then we still have the whole rest of my lawn, because I'm a corner property, would be all set up to the cemetery or the cornfield or something. And so I put a disclaimer up that if you have epilepsy or anything like that, heart condition, at least tell us or don't come through, because it really can be overwhelming. And so, we evolved. We were using real chainsaws and things like that. It was kind of crazy.
Real chainsaws. Yeah. John, I don't want to see your basement, man. There's something's going on down there. You got the torture chamber, the rack, the electric chair.
These are the monsters I got down here with me. Part of them, what I got down here with me now, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And it's also nice because the kids would come. They get in it, man. They'd come back and they'd keep going round and round and round, and they're like, "Scare us again! Scare us again!" So,
and you know what? They're more brave than some of the parents. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my! I'm telling you, Yeah, when you do the different themes, you'll have the adults coming through, and it's the funniest thing. They'll be pushing their kids in front of them like a shield because they don't know what's going to come at them.
Yeah, throw the kid into the fire.
Wow. And they'll see, like, we'll do clown themes. Like, I'll do a lot of clowns. They'll be like, I'm terrified of clowns. Like legitimately, they won't even walk through. When they see that there's clowns, they'll turn around and walk out. Yeah, There's some adults that have deep-seated fears of clowns and certain characters. And so it's a lot of fun. And we had a nice turnout. For a couple of years there, we had a pretty nice turnout. So,
but hey, listen, I wish you were still doing it so I could just get a walk through one of Johnny Sparks' haunted attractions. Swift, you and I, we've been to plenty of haunted attractions that were not haunted attractions in New York. But after seeing some of those, it's weird.
Like every day going into the city.
I mean, John, you as well. Like all three of us have, for that matter. But I'm still amazed how I can see some of the things I've seen in real life. And I walk into one of these haunts, and I'm running, and I'm out. I'm not trying to wait for nobody to pop out of there because, sometimes reactions happen. It's just a reflex, like somebody comes in your face, and it's like one of these things. Pop. I try, you try not to. I try to look down. I'm not trying to, strobes are blinding you, fog machines. It gets wild in some of these haunted attractions, and I love them. I'm addicted to these things, man. There's so many of them.
I'll send you a video, Jim. I'll send you some video. You can check it out. Yeah. When you disorient people, when you disorient them and it's dark and they don't know where they're going, because a lot of time I'd be hiding in the corner or around a piece of I'd be hiding behind like a curtain, and I'm watching them through a mesh, and they're doing this. They're like, they can't see. They're trying to feel their way around. they're like tiptoeing, and it's the funniest thing. Like, I'll do something behind their neck, and they're like swatting around, and they're starting to get scared, and they don't know where to go. We have too much fun doing it. I'm telling you.
Dude, I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll. I don't know what I'm gonna do in there, man. I've done some crazy. A lot of fun. I threw the miss in front of me, man. I threw it when we was in Bayville. I threw it right in front of you. You're walking. I'm like, nah, man. You have to pay your dues in this relationship. You're gonna walk in front of me. I'm not going. Gasoline. Somebody with a chainsaw. It's getting crazy in here.
If you don't jump in front of a machete for me, that's it. It's over.
Yeah, that's it. We're gonna. It's done right now. You're taking the machete. It's it. Anyway. You ain't around with a machete. Woo!
I go to these haunts. I love these haunts, but I go and I'm just laughing. I'm not afraid. So last season, I went to a couple of my friends like, just pretend you're afraid, because these haunt actors you're making them feel like crap. So I started trying to play it off, like fake jumping and everything like that. It's all Chicky's fault, because when I was a kid, when we were kids, he would take us to Prospect Park. Prospect Park used to do a haunted walk every spooky season. And Johnny, you probably remember that, the haunted walk in Prospect Park. And my mom used to take us there, and all the kids were scared. We were just having a good time. 7 years old,
Well, Swift, you were watching The Exorcist. Well, you were 5 years old watching The Exorcist, right?
Yeah, maybe younger. And The Exorcist never scared me. Never.
I gotta give a round of applause for Mama Swift with that. 5 years
old.
Right. Thank you, Mom, for raising. That's it.
But it's Swift, different. But you appreciate it. You appreciate it, and
I love
you still have fun. Yeah.
You don't want to walk. Always, hey, listen, who else am I gonna blame?
No, actually, I wanted to go back because I'm reading some of the stuff, because I know, switching gears real quick back to what's going on with the Conjuring house. Actually, even before that, shout out to, there was a couple people that loved the backgrounds. So yeah, Swift, you and Johnny, man, you guys kill it. With those, just the setups behind you. I love it, both of you. Hold on one second. Let's get to these comments over here. Let's see. Horror Film Queen. My favorite haunting is where I'm from, the House of Lindley Street. Talking cat.
Okay.
What I got to hear about this.
Wow. Yeah, tell us more about it.
Tell us more about that. Brooklyn Diva. Oh my God. The chick who owned it said a ghost told her someone stole money from her, and she fired him, and he's taking her to court. And Jason Hawes is, I think I heard something about this. Yes, I think I heard something about this online. Yeah, I seen
that's
somebody post something about this online. Wow.
As an actor and makeup artist at Eastern State. Oh yeah.
Eastern State Penitentiary for Halloween. Wow.
I never been there. I never been to Eastern State Penitentiary. Never been there.
No. Yeah, that's another place we got to go. Eastern State Penitentiary.
Yeah, good.
I was an actor and makeup artist at Eastern State for Halloween nights 2023.
That's
awesome.
That's awesome.
So then if you were a horn actor over there, then you know exactly how much goes into that. And I give all these haunted attractions a ton of credit because they start their build seasons now. Like, I mean, it's a whole process to get this up and running for
the
prime
production,
time.
Jim. Yeah, I never appreciated it until I started building my own, and the amount of work that goes into it between the design, what you want to do, right? What are your themes for the year? Finding the actors, building the sets, doing the lighting, the fog, the electrical requirements.
Yeah.
I had to run 100-foot extension cords around to the front because I was blowing 20 amp breakers. When you start the lighting, the activation of all the animatronics with sensors, all of this combined. And then, like me, you're doing stuff outside, you're contending with the elements, the cold, the rain, the wind. And it's a huge commitment and a ton of work. And you never can really appreciate it when you do, a quick walkthrough. A lot of people will breeze through.
Yeah.
And it's a massive commitment and one that you have to keep updating every year.
Yeah, and you have to switch it too. You have to change it up because
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. You have to update it every year, change the themes, change the layout, make it different. That way people come back every year. And that's one thing I would always try to do myself is change it up. Even if you have to use, I'd have to use some of the same animatronics, but I put them in a different location, trigger them differently, add something new, and just change the theming. So it's a massive amount of work that you can't really appreciate. And if you're a scare actor who's worked at one of these larger parks or even some of these smaller locations, even that, the amount that goes into the costuming, the makeup, and the commitment from these scare actors is just unbelievable. It's a huge physical requirement, as it is just cosplaying at a regular convention.
Oh yeah. They're doing everything physically, and everybody be nice to these haunt actors because you got a lot of people that go there, they take swings at them, they do all this type of. Be nice to them. They're there to scare you, and they're there to have a good time. They're gonna bust your chops. They're gonna chase you down. They're gonna do everything. It's all for you to have a good time.
I mean, that's what you signed up for, right? I mean, if you're going to one of these things, you got to know, like, this is going to happen. I mean, I understand sometimes reflexes. If you pop out of nowhere, it happens. But it's all fun. Nobody's gonna grab you unless you sign a waiver, and that's just how they're doing.
We got some haunts like that. And in Lorraine went to Lindsay Street.
In Bridgeport, Connecticut, too. I'm so sad in it. Wow, Bridgeport happened. It ain't like that in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Ed and Lorraine. Okay, wow.
Yeah,
a lot of.
I know they were.
We have Hell House 13.
Warehouse 13.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of great places. A lot of them are kind of off the beaten path. You just got to find them, local in these different areas.
That's true. I'm sorry, Johnny. I got a couple. I want to highlight some of the comments. Eastern State starts building in July to open in September. The actors and makeup artists get hired in August. Yeah, it definitely does. It's just a process, man. It takes a lot of work.
Huge amount of work. Huge commitment.
Or from some couple adopted a kid, and I think she knew. Oh my God!
Some sort
of spell word.
And
Brujeria.
I want to see the rest of this story.
Yeah, I gotta see. Wow, she basically started doing weird stuff in their home cops, and everyone heard the car speak. What? Wait, the car speak?
And things moving.
Christine?
Oh, wow, interesting.
That's wild.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
Jesus. Yeah, that is freaky for sure.
Nemo.
They saw a cat
singing
jingle bells.
Floating.
I was exploding. Wow.
No,
well, at least it was festive.
a cat. I would lose my shit. That's it. I'm done. I'm like, come on, man.
What was that? What was that Stephen King movie, Cat's Eye? What was it?
691 Lindley, I believe.
Oh my God!
Thank you for sharing that story. That's an awesome story.
Yeah.
So awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
Connecticut.
Look it up, Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut is haunted.
Connecticut, yeah.
It's just like out here in PA. PA is, oh my God, especially there where I'm at. It's a lot of history. A lot of
Yeah, we got the Amityville Horror right over here north from me.
It's true.
Yeah. I definitely been anybody to do. I didn't even want to be there.
I guess he's under the floorboards. That makes sense.
He's under the floorboards.
Oh my God.
Well, we always used to put a sign up, and you see a lot of haunters do this. Touch nothing, and nothing will touch you. That's it. Keep your hands off our shit and our actors, and we won't touch you. And at Halloween Horror Nights, which I was consecutively going to every year pre-pandemic, they don't play around with that. I've seen people removed immediately if young kids were messing around with one of the scare actors when they were doing the Kill the Clowns.
Yeah.
And the actors, all they do is they put their hand up like this. Takes about 30 seconds, and security's over there pulling these people out.
Yeah.
They don't play around with it.
You got to stay on top of that because you get to fall. And to answer Nemo, I've been to real haunted places, and actually the Waldorf Estate of Fear is a real haunted place. So there's even more reason to go.
Yeah,
check it out.
Haunted.
I have a question about that. If you guys know,
paranormal. What was that, Joe?
So when Angie bought that place, did she know it was haunted, or just coincidentally after she bought it, found out it was?
I think she found out after. I mean, that's a good question. We should have asked her while she was.
Yeah.
I'm not even too sure. I don't want to say yes or no.
We have to find out.
I remember because there's a lot of history that came up from the mediums that were there when I was there filming this project. If Lawrence is still watching here, he knows Mondo Docs. He was one of the individuals there filming. So, yeah, the history. There's a lot of history on that property there. But yeah, Nemo, you definitely would go to legit haunted places. And next week, paranormal conversation, real life paranormal story. We're going to be talking. Lawrence is going to be joining us on here, but also I want Mama Swift to come on. I know you got to come on next week. We got to talk about why you should not go chasing waterfalls and everything else that you want to talk about, Mom, because that was an amazing story. Lady Terror, my friend runs a haunt in Ocean County, New Jersey for a volunteer firehouse. Okay. They stopped building in June because they mostly do everything by themselves. That's awesome. Yeah, even smaller haunts, Yeah,
those are cool.
It's all any one of these haunted attractions. It's always going to be fun, and they're all different.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it interesting too to see what people are putting together and what their vision is of a haunted attraction.
Well, look at how much Halloween itself and the whole haunting season has grown. Go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, go to all of these craft stores.
Forget about it.
It's grown exponentially, the whole Halloween haunting season, and so it's I don't want to say it's surpassing Christmas, but I find people are more interested, and I find more people actually decorate for Halloween in some areas than they do for Christmas, and it's just amazing the popularity that Halloween has gained over the last couple of years. And I like to think in my neighborhood, I'm partly to blame for that, but I represent, man.
Oh, I didn't hear what Swift said.
I'll say you can take the blame for that.
Yeah, I sure do. I'm that house in the neighborhood.
Come on, man. Everybody knows where to go. If they want a good scare, they go Johnny Sparks. He got you covered. Lady Terra says Forest Hills has a Valentine's Day haunt. I miss it every year. I don't even know there's a Valentine's Day. I mean, we need to have something all year round for sure. I agree with. Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando. Yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy. I've never been there, but John, I know.
Matt, maybe this year. Maybe this year we do it, bro.
And I heard they're doing a Terrifier themed house.
Really?
In Orlando.
I mean, it only makes sense.
Yeah.
How hot it is right now.
Yeah.
So,
the Halloween Horror Nights, as far as scale production, to me, is amazing. It's just an amazing experience every time you go there.
Never been.
Yeah, you will love it. You'll absolutely love it. And we'll talk offline. I'll tell you. I can just give you some advice on what I've learned the hard way, what to do and not to do.
Awesome.
It's fantastic. It's a long night, but everywhere you go, they have the houses, they have the scare zones, they have all these actors running around. It really is a fantastic experience.
That's awesome.
I was about to say, what could you? Oh, go ahead, Swift. You talk.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking about like what do you expect when you go down there? I have never been down there, so are we talking about something that has multiple attractions and just like a costume parade or costume party, people just walking around in the streets?
So it's universal. So keep that in mind.
Yeah,
so you know they're going to come hard at you. Yeah. And so they do they have I think it's around 10 haunted or walkthroughs. They're usually themed after a franchise. Sometimes they do their own original, but they're usually themed after a franchise. So they're scattered all around, right? And then they keep only a couple of rides open through the evening. They close many of them to do the haunts, so the walkthroughs. And then you have these scare zones that are outside. And you could go on the app and you could look and you can see what the wait times are for each walkthrough. Because sometimes it's just like getting on a ride. It could be 2-hour wait. And so again, things I learned the hard way. And it's not fun when you have two drunk ladies in front of you coughing and hanging on you and blabbing and like talking to your face like this for 2 hours. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh no. So now, Jim, imagine you can look on the map. You have the houses all scattered around. You have the scare zones all scattered around. And then while you're transitioning to all of these different places, you have scare actors everywhere. There's little shops that are open. You can get ice cream. There's little kiosks selling alcohol, all horror themed stuff. It's to me, it was
wild, man. That's horror heaven.
Oh my goodness. I really had to, and plus I would go with my family, my mom, my brother and everybody and the kids. And the only thing is, I'll tell you, it's a long night. So if you can break it up into a couple of nights, or you buy the I forgot the name. They do an RIP tour, which is a guided tour. So they get you through every event. You skip the lines, and then you could buy a pass that allows you to skip each house once, which is worth every penny.
Yeah.
Worth every penny. Yeah. But it's a lot of fun, man. I'm telling you, it's like at every turn, there's somebody coming at you with something, scare actors jumping out over at you. And like you, Swift, like you said, it's nothing really startles you, but if you're with people that startle easy, it's so much fun watching them run away or get scared. Or
you guys are gonna have a blast if I go with you. That's it. I'm out, bro. Man, it's because I get it. I don't know. It's PTSD.
You would love it. You would love it.
Like, somebody.
No, you would appreciate. All of us, because we have such an appreciation, whether it's the film, the production. You see the quality of everything they do, and it's just amazing. You walk through these houses, and it's just, I was amazed at the production value of what they do in that short period of time. It's very impressive. And then you're walking around, transitioning between all these different attractions, and then you have these roving gangs of actors and stuff. And then these these freestanding, almost like a parade, like you're saying, a parade, like these floats, just one over here, one over there, and you got these demon chicks swinging around and they're calling at you, and it's wild. I'm telling you. I'll send you some videos. I'll send you some videos from my couple of visits there, and
I gotta.
It's
send me some. I've been wanting to go down there for a while now, and that's something like, I know this year maybe a little tough, but
right.
I definitely want to plan this for next year.
Yeah,
I think the team should make it down there to Halloween Horror Nights, man. I mean, it's the biggest thing. Honestly, I think it's universal. You said it. This has got to be the biggest haunted attraction to go to. I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine it not being that with Universal. You know.
Yeah.
The second you walk in, it's crowded. Again, it gets crowded. So I also have a friend that works there, and so I can I try to get the inside scoop. Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Same here. I think a lot of us echo that sentiment.
The hayride. Oh yeah, I love Haunted Hayrides.
So it was 5.
Yeah. Oh, the blades were still on. Holy shit! Then I might start to run.
People came out of the woods with chainsaws. The blades. They saw the metal rail sparking a fire.
Moly.
No, the whole hayride went up.
Holy shit!
The whole hayride went up in flames.
Oh no!
Are you serious? Oh my god! Boom! Exploded.
Here we go.
You, baby. Yo, man, where's the song I need? Into the fire. Come on.
Well, that's the true experience when you get to say you walked away, but you singed a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yo, that has to be that's a traumatic experience. There's got to be.
Yeah, no kidding. You don't know if it's like part of the show or you should really run for your life.
I mean, like,
do you guys remember that there was that movie franchise that came out a few years ago where the people would have a certain period of time where they could go after each other?
Purge?
Yeah, Purge. Yeah.
The Purge. Yeah. So Universal did that one year, and man, I got to tell you, it was insane. They had a U-Haul truck pull up, the back opens up, all these guys come out with the masks and the bats, and a couple of guys come out on dirt bikes, and they were riding right up to you, almost running you over, coming up to you with the bats, swinging on you, swinging past you, and you're like, "What the hell? I feel like I'm home. Yeah, I feel like I'm back home." walking. Yeah, right. But like you were saying, like the interactivity, it's. Like we were like, what the hell is this? This looked like a small, like a 14-foot box truck.
Yeah.
And this gang gets out and they're attacking people. Part of the show. But
that's awesome. I love it.
And then they do live shows.
Yeah.
For years they did. What was it? Bill and Ted's Bogus Excellent Adventure or something. And they had this other crew. I forgot the name. Anyway, but they would do these fantastic shows, incredible acrobatics and dancing, and overall, the whole thing. I'm telling you, man, I could go talk about.
No, this is amazing, John. I'm glad you're sharing this with us because this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and hopefully, God willing, we can all get together next year and do this. I mean, this year would be great, but I know there's just too many things going on for me personally.
Right.
Let's go. Yeah, bro, but you're right, man. Because like in Swift, and you guys both know, like we got some things brewing for next year. Yeah. But this is next.
It's a bucket list item.
Yeah,
it's, in my opinion. Granted, some of the smaller attractions might be a little bit more intense because keep in mind, Universal has to appeal to everybody. When you go to a smaller event and you know how they theme it, you either say, okay, leave the 18 and over, or leave and then leave everyone home. When you go to Universal, they want people to come back, so they want to give you a little scare, but they still want you to come back because that's what makes the money. Is right. They want to bring they want families coming back, so it's not as intense as say a smaller, more personalized attraction might be. But for overall, for like all of us appreciate everything about the genre, production, the script, the acting, the makeup, the all of that stuff. And actually Universal also does, like what Angie does, is a behind the scenes tour, which I never unfortunately got to do as much as I wanted to. And you get to see everything before showtime. And really? It's unbelievable. I could tell you that Poltergeist, when they did Poltergeist, unbelievable.
They have a giant like TV screen there.
Well, they have the TV screen, but remember the entity at the top of the stairs later on when she's trying to save the kids. They had that out there, man, and it looked real.
Holy
It
shit,
was
dude.
it was unbelievable, man. I'm telling you, some of the houses.
It's like you're back in the film, like you're back in those movies.
Yeah, The Shining, all of those themed houses. Man, I remember that was one of the first houses I ever did, and it creeps you out, no doubt.
You're in there. You're in the Overlook.
I'm telling you, if we could all go together, man, it would be epic.
We got to do it. We got to do it. I mean, let's think about going up the staircase in The Shining. Darling,
love of my life.
I'm not gonna hurt you. No. I said I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. Right when they.
You're having too much fun with that, Jimmy. Take it easy now. Take it easy.
I'm getting character.
He's possessed.
My head's gonna start turning over. Anyway, let me calm down. Nemo. Tell Swift to come my freak. We got to hear those freaky paranormal stories.
Yeah.
So, next week, Nemo.
Yeah, next week we got the paranormal conversation for sure. Horror film queen.
Monster Inside, America's Most Extreme. No, I didn't watch about Rusty Clark. No, I haven't watched it. I haven't seen
Where can we watch that horror film?
Yeah, where is that?
Let us know. Oh yeah, do you know where you can? I guess Nemo said to ask the same question. Sorry, fellas, went and scared my kids. That's how you do it. Don't give Matt a round of applause.
There you go. Sorry, lady.
Urge under the floorboards. Yeah, hiding under the hated. Yeah. Then you really
not when they're on fire.
I can't believe that story, boy. That shit is nuts.
That's wild. Yeah. Somebody got fired that night.
Oh yeah, great adventure. Yeah. Ghost Adventure. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about Fright Fest, Great Adventure.
Right, me too, for a second. Yeah.
Oh, Six Flags. Yeah, the Fright Fest thing.
Yeah, I go to that every year. Dark Universe looks. It sure does. I want to check out Dark Universe also. Looks sick.
It sure does. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's also Universal.
Even SeaWorld. Even SeaWorld does a haunted thing now.
Yeah.
SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Jaws, maybe.
Yeah. Right. You got to swim with the orcas.
It's like this is wild.
But yeah, everyone's getting in on the act.
Hulu. Okay, so Hulu. About this ex-Marine.
Who actually
the worst torment and abuse. So scary.
Wow.
Yo, listen, have you guys remember those haunted houses that came out maybe about 10, 12 years ago? Where I just remember because the girl I was with at the time, she's like, oh, we go to this haunted house. You got to sign a waiver. They lick you, they bite you.
They lick you.
I don't want anybody's tongue on me, man. Like, who wants to do that?
all I'm hearing right now.
I like, come on, man. I said, yo, I'm not going, man.
That sounds terrible, Swift. What was that address?
Oh, Johnny's hearing. Let me lick you up and down.
Sounds like my kind of place.
They lick you, bite you, all this type of stuff. I'm like, yo, who wants to do that? You gotta sign a waiver.
Feels like I'm not going.
Dude, did you hear about that place? They have this one place where same thing. You got to sign all these releases, and they give you a cash prize, like ridiculous amount of money if you make it through like 24 hours.
Are you serious?
But the thing is, here's the caveat: is they could literally do anything they want to you, and that's when you sign over your rights as a living, breathing human being. And that's wild. Yeah, there's actually a documentary.
Can you do anything back?
Legally?
I don't think. That's the thing. It's basically you got to go with the flow, and so they basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's wild. There's a documentary. I'll try to find it.
That might be this one.
This might be this one. This is this haunted houses.
He was
drowning
right.
people.
That's maybe this is it.
This sick bastard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo.
But wait, who's sicker? Who's sicker?
Sign this paper.
Right.
You're working underwater.
Yeah, right. But that's it, Jim. Who's sicker, the person signing those papers or the person doing the torture?
Well, I think they just want to get scared. You know, we all pay to get scared.
I guess.
That's wild. No, that's wild, man.
I've heard about a few 24-hour. Oh, 24. Yeah. Okay. Horror haunts before. Dope. Monster Inside. Please watch.
Yeah, I gotta say these.
Thank you for that recommendation. That's an awesome recommendation on Hulu.
100%. I gotta check this out. But these these military personnel, some of them, and I respect my vets. I got a brother that's a Marine.
Amen.
But
love all vets.
Yeah, no, seriously. These are the guys and girls making the ultimate sacrifice. They're out there. They're putting in a lot. I'm laughing because Swift, we were talking about a joke. That's what we're laughing. Why you gotta be laughing?
The ultimate sacrifice, baby.
I'm not trying to laugh about it, but Swift, because
much respect to all my brothers in armed forces.
Yeah,
it was a Ric Flair promo that we were.
My grandfather, my father, my cousin, my friends.
Yeah.
Yep, all served, and during wartime. Yep.
No, seriously, man. Like we have. I think everybody knows somebody or has a family member that was in the service. These people put their life on the line to protect our freedoms,
men and women.
And men and women. And they come home, they don't get what they honestly, most of them, they don't get treated the way they need to be treated. They don't get. There's certain things that I can't imagine. Like seriously, how do they not get assistance with certain things after putting your life on the line?
If you're a wounded, I'm sorry, I just want to say,
that's what I was getting to right there. What you said, Swift, because they're not all here. I mean, listen, common sense. You're in this. You're trained to kill. This is what you're trained to do. How are you going to adjust and adapt to society again when you come? It's hard.
Yeah.
A lot of people have trouble, and
unbelievably
this
hard.
been an issue with Semper Fi.
Jim, I just want to say, if you serve and you go and you serve and you're wounded, when you come back, you should never ever have to lift a finger or work again. You should be your ride from there forward should be fully paid. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Everything, house, kids for college. You serve, like you said, you make, like this. I have a sticker on my car that says, some gave some gave all.
Yeah.
So think about that. All gave some and some gave all. And if you, not to change the subject, but if you think about all our history and previous wars, especially in World War II, all the footage we've seen of 18, 19-year-old kids, that 20-year-old kids that went over there never came home, never got recognized and stuff. So if you serve,
these are kids,
right, and they never had they never got made it out of their childhood, and
people don't make it home. People don't make it home.
That's what I mean. Think about all the names and the faces that never came off those beaches at Normandy, that never made it home, that washed out to sea, never to be found. And so, I mean, that's something I always think about, and I always pray, for those people that never got any recognition after they sacrificed their lives for something greater than themselves, and they saw that and they did it, and it's just amazing to me, those people.
Yeah, you got to have a certain mentality for that too. I mean, you're making that sacrifice, and people should be respected and appreciated more if you serve this country. And like to the point that Swift, where we were getting at, they come home, it's hard to adjust, and people lose their mind. And a lot of vets, I know a couple that become alcoholics, and they can't deal with being a civilian again. They can't deal with society. And I think maybe this was I'm not sure, I'm speculating. I didn't see this documentary, but I want to watch this now. That horror film queen was talking about, considering now the man was sick, but he was ex-military, which is wild. I mean, so I'm definitely going to give that a go. And to that, on that note, also, like if anybody out here, I'll leave it on this with vets. If you come across a vet and you have a little extra cash, if you're in a store, wherever you're at, pay for their meal, do something nice for them. I don't ask, it's like, people ask a lot of questions when they come home or whatnot like that. Like the question you should be asking them is, what can I do for you? That's what I look at. Like I was in a barbershop, quick thing, around Christmas time, getting a haircut. The guy next to me, because everybody, in the barbershop, you always talking to everybody there, was military. He was home. I paid for his haircut. Why not? Do something nice. The guy he's still, active. He's home for the holidays. Why not? This is what I just encourage everybody to do. And listen, I got to say this. Just a little kindness goes a long way. Not only with the military, but with everybody out here. We got to start spreading love instead of hate. I know I'm getting on a whole rant here, but it's true. Not really.
Horror unites the world, baby. That's it.
That's it. Think about it. It's like an oxymoron.
Everybody come.
Unites? What's going on here? No, but it's true. It's Matt Griffin.
For sure.
The zoo here is kid friendly. It's spectacular.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. No, it's amazing, man. Because you need to have something for the kids. You definitely need to have.
Yeah.
I mean, Halloween is. That's how you get. It's for the kids and the candy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was not only for the kids, for all of us. But you know what I'm saying. You start out as a kid, it's trick or treating, right? Which I think is dying as well. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Over here in New York, it's bad. Like, you still got Marine Park. Marine Park is still a Halloween town. You still got like Ditmas Park over there. You still got that. But trick or treating is not like it ever used to be. It's not.
And it's I'm sorry. Yeah, and especially since the pandemic, and they started doing this trunk or treat.
Oh yeah, that's
basically people. Yeah, and so to me, just my opinion, there's no fun in that.
No, it kills the. I mean, when you were kids, and that's a whole other conversation we could have. You're going house to house. You know, you want to get the kid. You want to see because everybody's a little bit different. You have the old lady that gives the whole bag of candy, and there's always change in there. And I was like, I knew what houses to hit to get that money when I was a kid.
You had a whole grid of the neighborhood. Cash. I did. This guy gets egged. He gives bad candy.
Candy bars here. I get the candy I don't like over here because every time I go to this one house, I don't want that. I'm not going to be picky. It's free. As free as me. But dude, I don't want jawbreakers. I don't want these. What are these candies, man? Oh man, I'm losing it right now. But
yeah, I love jawbreakers.
I'm not. Yeah, well, that's you. I don't know. You like breaking jaws. There's a difference. It's
alleged.
Tootsie Roll. Right. The only Tootsie Roll I want to hear is the song. I don't want the Tootsie. I'm not a Tootsie Roll eater. You know.
I like the Tootsie Roll.
I need my Reese's. I need my Kit Kats. The M&Ms.
All right, favorite candy, go. Favorite candy, go.
Snickers. I need them all.
Snickers.
You like chocolate candy, man. I like more like the sours and the fruit candy, like Skittles. I like that type of stuff. I like sours. We did trunk or treat in PA. Oh, it's like non-existent. Listen, man, the kids never trick or treat in Bushwick. Bushwick is a place that you could do it, and I always buy a bucket from. See, my cousin, he went to Howard. He usually goes to Howard Beach every Halloween. Yeah. He went this past Halloween for trick or treating to take his kid trick or treating. He said it was trash. You're like, yo, it was garbage. Like he came back to Brooklyn.
Wow, yeah, I'm surprised because that used to be a great area for that.
Yeah.
Really. Halloween needs to be reinvented. Oh, I mean, we need to need to make Halloween great again.
Yes, there you go.
It definitely didn't get. Yeah. Well, it's definitely gained in popularity. I mean, just look at the animatronics, Spirit Halloween, the animatronics that are themed after the famous franchises.
Yeah.
You know, it's so popular. I just think the parents.
Jason Rogers.
Yep, Big J.
No one lets the kids go out anymore for Halloween. Facts. I think sad. I remember being out with a pillowcase for the candy. I tell you, yeah, facts. But a lot of these kids don't even want to go out. They want to stay on their iPads. They want to stay.
Yeah.
They've created a life where they stay home and they're hanging out with their friends at home on the iPad or this or that or
It's gotten ridiculous with it. Halloween ends, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Bam.
What are you doing?
You're killing
it.
Well,
Swift,
tonight.
Now if they want candy, they just have a DoorDash to the house.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Here in Jacksonville.
He gets it up. I'm not messing with Mama Swift.
All the way fat.
That's right.
All the way fat.
Oh boy. Only corner stores need to be Oh wow.
Yeah. The bodegas, yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous how the neighborhoods has changed.
They're too old now. Hey, you're never too old for trick or treating.
Nah, listen, take them out. Let me tell you something. When I was going with last couple of years with Josh's kids, right? And I'm over there. I'm still going up for the candy. I said, listen, I said, I'm out here. I'm representing the trick-or-treaters. I'm supposed to get 10% of the candy. So they start laughing. They start
getting your cut, huh?
No, they're giving me Reese's. I'm getting Hershey's. It's a good night.
Yes.
You know? It's Butterfingers.
Yeah,
anything with peanut butter, send it over.
Halloween trick-or-treating needs to be reinvented.
Yeah.
So I could tell you,
and freaking popularized peanut butter cup. Yeah.
So
bottle cap.
I could tell you,
yes,
bottle cap. Oh my God, that's old, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's old. That's old school. But I could tell you, like pre-pandemic, Jim. I remember I was telling you one time, the amount of people I would have show up here was anywhere between like a couple of years steady. Pre-pandemic, there was anywhere between 500 to 700 people.
Yeah,
maybe more. That would come through here.
700.
Yeah, that would come through here. And I noticed year after year, less and then the pandemic, nothing, very little. And then it picked up again a little bit, but it's not like how it was pre-pandemic.
No, definitely not, man. Things just changed.
It's heartbreaking to see that.
And the kids were scared to take candy from you. Yeah. I had the original. That was the best Michael Myers. Everybody, you're the king. You own it. I remember that.
If I resurrect the haunt, you got to come out, man.
Absolutely.
As a scare actor.
The scare actor. Okay.
But remember, the idea is we let them live. It's not to kill them for real.
What fun is that? Come on.
No, we got to torture them a little bit. Johnny, you got the torture chamber. You got the electric chair. Come on, man.
Yeah, we can sacrifice the food for the sake of Halloween.
Thanks for that. So, my friend. Yeah. You know what? My son's best costume was a bloody fireman. Halloween kills. Let me tell you guys something else that was different. Like we grew up watching TV. I miss the old days of trick or treating. Yeah, man. We grew up watching TV. So we watched what was on television. Our favorite shows going into Halloween season, there will be Halloween themed episodes. These kids don't watch TV. They watch whatever they want on whatever device they want on these apps or anything like this. There's nothing putting Halloween into their psyche. Nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Even the cartoons, you have the Halloween episode of the cartoons, whatever. These kids don't do that. Everything is at their fingertips, what they want. All programming is self-programming for these kids. You know what I mean? Like, they're not exposed to anything unless their parents are dope horror heads like everybody in the chat. Unless their parents are like you, unless your parents are like Chicky, they're not really exposed. There's no exposure.
Yeah, and also I think because we have more memorable franchises that carried with us through the decades.
Yeah.
The Big Four. Just look at the Big Four. If you go to Spirit Halloween, last couple of years, they're still selling and currently selling a Leatherface, a Mike Myers for animatronic. So Harry Potter,
The Simpsons, Yep.
Have everybody that's sounding off on Harry Potter? Have you been to Universal and been through those Harry Potter experiences? Because it's amazing.
Wow,
that's another thing at Universal is the Harry Potter world there, the rides and stuff. Yeah. They have a simulation ride. Wow. It's spectacular.
Yeah, no, this is all something. Like I said, I need to.
Kids, I think, are exposed to Slender Man. Mm.
Yeah,
right. And is that enough to bring them?
The Babadook, the kids like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Times.
So the butterbeer. How good is the butterbeer? Oh, butterbeer! I miss
you. I've been hearing this.
A real Halloween time. Yes,
if I had the money, I would put it together. I would put it together because we have a killer team and killer fans out here in the Northeast.
Yeah,
we could put something massive together.
The United States of America, bro. OPP.
Yeah, I was this close to doing a commercial, to doing something like that, Jim. I had a neighbor with some bucks who was going to finance it, and I was very close to doing something, at least for the season. Yeah. So, but
never watched the Harry Potter movie.
Harry Potter movie. They're fun. They're fun if you're into more of the wizardry kind of stuff.
Listen, anybody watch Mr. Crockett? last year? Mr. Kraken, you guys watch it on Hulu? 31 Days of Halloween was the best. Yes, absolutely.
Best on Halloween. Yeah.
That was a staple every year. But now you guys know that every Tuesday night right now, Pluto TV is playing a horror double feature every Tuesday night on Pluto.
No, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it started last week, and they have like it looks like they got a library of hundreds of movies, and it's all movies that we know. It's all good stuff.
Good movies, yeah. Okay.
Yesterday was Evil Dead, and yesterday was Evil Dead, and there was another one. I forget what it was. The week before that, these are known movies. But every Tuesday, it's the Pluto TV something double feature. I forget. It's a horror double feature, but I forget what they're branding it as. But every Tuesday night, so everybody Tuesday nights, you check it out. Check out Pluto TV.
Is Pluto subscription based?
Pluto,
free?
I think it's free. Pluto's free, right?
Yeah, Pluto's free. Pluto and
Pluto's free. Awesome.
Pluto,
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's check it out. Now, Swift, question: how do you feel about like the older recordings? Because you have so much 4K media. Do you prefer watching, like, let's say, an 80s movie in the 4K, or do you just appreciate both for what they are for the time?
All right, let me tell you this. I think 80s movies are best seen or best experienced on VHS.
Okay.
That's what I remember. And like what Jimmy said before, you don't see a lot of the you're not seeing behind the curtain, like a lot of the effects and stuff like that. When you watch it on 4K, yes, the picture's the best ever because film comes across on 4K the best. It's the closest thing to film when they used to shoot on film.
Right.
So the picture's that's the best quality for your picture, the 4K image. When you're using film, you have the depth of the image, everything like that. But the special effects and stuff like that from back then, you kind of see through it. I don't mind it, but I love seeing it in 4K and I love seeing it on VHS. I love both. I love both formats.
Right. So it's like listening to LP, to listening to vinyl.
Yeah,
it represents the time best and what it was meant to really be seen as, right? Yeah.
100%.
Cool.
Pluto TV also has the Monster channel.
Plays all monster movies. Wow. Oh, Abbott and Costello. Awesome.
Oh, man.
I love when it's Costello. Wow, that's great to know.
Lady Terra, you look familiar.
Thank you, Lady Terra.
Right?
Yeah.
Honestly, Miss Halloween special cartoons. Yeah, we do every year. Yeah. Listen, there's nothing.
And it will build you up, getting you in the mood, man. It will get you. Oh yeah, Halloween's coming.
Yeah.
Unless you live in one of our houses where it's like that all year.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Brooklyn Diva, see that's a true Brooklyn Diva right there. She loves whatever's free.
That's it. Listen, you gotta get
true Brooklyn Diva.
Whatever's free.
Whatever's free is for me.
Like I say, free per-view.
Weenie.
Who needs pay-per-view?
Frankenweenie,
yes.
Oh,
that was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. All of those
Freddy's.
Tim Burton joints.
Abbott and Costello.
Telling me Frankenstein, of course.
Yeah, listen, these are classics.
Yeah.
All these films here. And you know what? I gotta tell you, with all the technology we have nowadays, I guess that's the best thing about it. There are so many options, and there are many things that are free. Tubi and Pluto, they have a crazy archive of horror.
Yeah.
Especially Tubi. And we're not talking B movies, like all B movies. We're talking big names.
Yeah.
For free. Yeah. And it's great that, we have so many options.
Yeah.
But for me, the thing is, there's nothing like old school. That's my opinion. There's nothing like for 80s horror, right? Or 90s, 70s. You have VHS, you pop the VHS tape in, just seeing that gritty, grainy film. That's what I want to see. My old school horror movies. That's what, because you upgrade some of them in 4K. Yeah, it's wonderful. You can see, like you said, Swift, the depth, but you also see some of the practical effects and things that is like, it becomes a little more cheesier.
But let me tell you guys something. The film grain comes across on the 4K, so you still get that film grain. It's still. I like watching the old school Scooby-Doo cartoons around Halloween. Listen, I like watching old school Scooby-Doo all year long.
Press the tracking button, Jimmy.
Oh, there we go. He knows.
You
We're showing our age with
don't
the
believe it?
VCRs.
You don't believe it?
There it is.
And speaking
Nice.
of that, Scooby-Doo, where
The
are
complete
you?
series.
Yeah, listen, you know that I remember I got upset at my mother a couple times, and then I got backhanded. But I got upset because she would take the movies that I had recorded from the TV on the VHS, and she would record General Hospital. In daytime soap operas. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, my children. Well, guess what? I'm not your child anymore because you recorded over my horror movies.
Oh, that's the worst.
I took the damn, you had to break the thing. You had to break that little,
break the little tab off.
And you know what she did? She put the tape over it.
Yeah. The black electrical tape.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you want to play. I got a whole new pack at the Chino's 99-cent store. And I said, okay, the 3-pack of VHS, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, but you know what? That was the fight in the house. And, because you had to catch it. If you didn't catch it when it was on, you had to record it because you missed it.
You had to.
Yeah, that was the thing back then.
And you'll see now with the vendors at conventions, they're selling I just saw a video last week of a vendor selling VHS tapes for $30 and $40 each of an old VHS. And I bought one at Chiller last year. I bought a Terror of Mechagodzilla, still in great condition. And, we had to negotiate on it a little bit because the guy wanted a good amount of money. And I got it down to a reasonable price. So, but $30 is people, they're selling for $30 and $40 VHS again. Yeah, people have an interest.
Well, it's like vinyls are coming back too, or vinyls have been back. Vinyls, sets, CDs, like.
Yeah, I was at a client last week. I set them up with a turntable. Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah, think about that, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, vinyl's the highest. Well, I don't know about now, but 2023, vinyl was the highest selling audio format because nobody's even buying digital anymore because it's all on the streaming services.
Right.
It's on the Apple Music. It's on the Amazon Music. So nobody's even buying, audio on digital.
Right. Yeah, because they don't. You want truly uncompressed original.
Yeah.
Playback.
Absolutely.
Doing the Ghoul School.
Doing the Ghoul School.
So I feel about the reruns of scary movies that replay in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
But listen, I go see when they re-release these old films. Like I said on one of the last episodes, I went to see The Blob, the original Blob with Steve McQueen. I went to see that at the theaters. They had some program a couple summers ago where they were playing all of the classic horror films. I saw that. I saw Halloween. I went to see Halloween for the first time ever.
Nice.
378 on the big screen in the movie theater. Great experience. I saw Jaws. I saw Jaws. I saw that in IMAX. They re-released it.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
These short windows, but I always go out to try. I try to get these films the way we were supposed to see it on the big screen, and that's the thing about this movie Sinners that we were talking about earlier. You got to see it on the big screen. It's made for the communal experience, for you to have a great time with an audience watching it. And Johnny, if you get a chance, go to the IMAX Lincoln Square. They're playing Sinners in IMAX 70 millimeter film.
Okay.
70 millimeter film is that it's like the largest format.
Yep.
Of film, motion picture photography, and it's only playing for 2 weeks in that format.
Oh.
So, and there's only 10 theaters globally that's playing it.
Wow.
No shit.
In that format, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's referred to as CinemaScope. It's like 235 to 1 or something. Like it's like a wild aspect ratio, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But okay, cool.
It's only playing for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
It's playing at Lincoln Square, the AMC. Link is
okay. Starting Friday, so it'll be 2 weeks from Friday.
Yeah, and
okay,
globally,
it's still going to be playing in all the other theaters.
Right.
After the 2 weeks, you're still going to be able to see it, but that intended format,
The
that
70 millimeter.
intended to watch, it's only playing for 2 weeks because then the Marvel movie comes out after they're going to take it out.
Okay, good. I'll try to catch it because I'll be in the city next week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, listen, I have to.
Thanks for that, man. Appreciate it. Absolutely, that sounds great. Yeah. And like you said, Swift, certain like Jaws and the original Halloween, certain movies, you really need that theatrical experience. Even, I mean, it'd be great if you could fill the seats as well, but certain movies you need to see on that big screen and have the big sound.
Yeah, you do.
That's what it is, and it's the experience too. We talked about this on episodes ago. VHS at video stores and movie theaters are something else it's dying. It's a dying event because everybody is sitting at home streaming things.
Thank you.
I mean,
people are content watching a movie on this.
I can never do it. No, come on.
I can never do it.
Who's gonna? I need to see it on the screen. I can't even watch it on a laptop or a computer thing. I need a TV. Or something, like this.
No, but I mean, I literally physically can't watch it without these things. I can't. I'm like Mr. Magoo over here.
I got a magnet like this. I think I see what he's doing.
I'm like, got 100-inch screen. I can finally see something. Hey.
It's wild.
No, you need that. You need that cinematic.
I want to know what you think about Sinners. Horror from Queen. I want to know what you think about Sinners.
Not horror, but anyone else going to watch theaters again. Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Oh, I know you are. I know you're going crazy for it.
Is it just Revenge of the Sith, or they're going to be
Revenge of the Sith? It's the 20th anniversary. Some of the audience, especially if they are all getting into the movie.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, exactly, Matt. Yeah.
There's no experience like it.
Bambi.
Bambi,
unless Bambi's getting taken out.
I know Brooklyn Diva's waiting for Godzilla meets Bambi.
Oh yeah, bro. 40th anniversary. Watched Revenge of the Sith when I was 10.
Oh wow.
Bob took me.
Yeah. That's a good.
I mean, it's always a good thing.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm not big in that universe, that realm, but like, I know those movies are just top notch, especially watching that in a theater.
Oh
yeah, everything. I mean, just the visuals too. It's that I gotta see. I have to see 4K, like top quality. If I was gonna watch something like that.
That in IMAX would be fun.
Jockey.
Yeah, chicken jockey. Yeah, chicken jockey.
Oh man,
they get for like $30 now.
$30. I mean, you gotta get, if you're a movie person, you gotta get a pass. I know they have passes for the month.
Yeah.
For AMC, also in Regal. You get something like that. If you're not going to go that often, I mean, I get it. It is a little pricey, but I guess go with a group of people. Go with a couple people. Go one other person at least, something like that, and go and just to have a moment and a memory and an experience. That's what it is. But it is pricey. But then again,
you go in and you see them selling these popcorn buckets for like $40, and you're like, oh, it's like a collectible, and you're like, oh man, I want that.
Just the movie theater. Lady Sarah, I missed the movie theater that used to be in my neighborhood in Philly. They closed it during the pandemic and never reopened it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's
unfortunate plight of many businesses.
I've been waiting for Sinners to
setting the date.
And everything. Yeah.
It's a vampire film, isn't it? Isn't it a vampire film? Right? Yeah.
A vampire film. I know we steered off of haunts and haunted attractions here. This is what we do. So somebody just watching this for the first time was like, well, these guys started off well. And then they just took a right turn into hell. I don't know where they at.
Let me talk about the haunt that I went to for the first time last season. Matthew Griffin.
Well, I want to get to some of these comments. We'll get right back on the haunts before we wrap it up.
Oh, cool. Sounds good.
We got that. Yeah, $30.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now you see that Revenge of the Sith. There's no passes. No passes are valid doing that.
That's right, Brooklyn Diva. I remember that, the little skit.
Oh my God.
Boom.
Worst.
Yep.
Oh yes, I seen this that you had posted up there. You're right. The worst. No, worse than the Killer Clown. Oh, you said worse than the Killer Clowns. I seen that today. It was
What, that they're going to do the remake? They're planning the remake, or who's
Ryan
doing it?
Gosling.
Ryan
Who?
Gosling. You got to be kidding.
What's the connection there? Like what? Like how is he just
You
a
might as well just
diehard
get rid
Killer
of
Clowns
him.
fan? I
Kill
don't
all
understand.
these other guys.
Is that right, Swift? He's a big fan of that franchise.
I guess so. It's like very random, you know.
Unless they just were playing darts and said, "Okay, Ryan gets it."
Yeah, no, I think he's the one developing the whole thing, the whole project. He's the one developing.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe they need to knock his block off. I'll tell you. I don't know, man.
All we can do is hope he's gonna be
Well,
good.
if he wrecks it, he's gonna get his block knocked off.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the way to go, man.
Stubbs, man.
How is that? Is that a monthly thing or annual payment? Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see Sinners 2. Nemo.
Yeah, I want video stores
back. Like I'm talking mom and pop video stores. Yeah, you know, Tony, there's something about, you know, I used to go to Blockbuster often, but I also went to mom pop shops. Those mom pop shops, you're gonna find so many titles you're not gonna see in Blockbuster and stuff like that. So I agree with you. Definitely would like to see
pure titles.
Yeah.
Yes, it is from Queen. It's a little cartoon. Yeah, that's a little bit Bambi.
Yeah, Sinners. Yep.
Yeah, I think Sinners is on every.
What? They got some Rick going over there, man. They're
yeah, it's crazy.
$100
right?
It's crazy.
I got a dope little one.
Wow.
There you go. Swift's got the Terrifier one. The art. Popcorn. Is that the popcorn?
Yeah, at the clown joint.
Oh, you got the clown joint.
Did you buy that at the theater or you bought it online separately?
I bought it online, man. It came like 6 months later.
Oh shit!
That's
yeah,
it.
you know why? Because people were going to the theaters and buying them and then putting them on eBay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I have copay. I wish I could get the AMC pass for like right now. That's why I love my Pirates Online.
Yeah.
We always love that.
So whatever gets the job done, and you can save money doing it.
Whatever it is at the moment. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what works for you? What works
Same
for
here,
you?
Matt.
I'm
Same here.
Yeah. It's annually. EFP is monthly.
EFP is monthly. Okay. Should be here by the weekend.
Okay.
Nice.
We're rocking here, man. I gotta tell you, definitely movie theaters on that note, like to see older films in the theaters again, that's awesome because I wasn't alive for a lot of these films that came out of the theaters that I would want to see in the 70s, 80s. And then even when some of them did, I was like too young to even remember.
Still a kid, yeah.
87, 88.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Definitely enjoy that. Definitely enjoy seeing some of these films come back. But switching back real quick, Swift, you said you had a story about a haunted attraction. That,
well, it was a haunted attraction I visited last year. Yeah, well, the last Halloween season. First time I've ever been there. I've been hearing about it for about maybe 18 years. Ronnie, you probably know it. Jimmy, I know you know what it is. It's called Blood Manor.
Yeah.
In the city. It's in Manhattan.
Yep.
So I never went all these years. I went last year and it was cool. It was an enjoyable experience. Night to the walkthrough. It was pretty quick. You're in and out, maybe 15 minutes, something like that, in and out. But it was fun, man. The people were there. They were there to have a good time. They were there to scare you. And it was a lot of fun. I liked it. I would go back again. I would definitely go back again.
That's important that, you know, like you go to one of these attractions, if you think to yourself, is this something even worth going to again?
Yeah.
How do you know if you know these haunts are worth it or not? Because some of the prices could be high. Like, I mean, I've seen that too. So it has to make sense too. I mean, there's two I wanted to just talk about briefly or just bring up and see if anybody else has been there. One of them is Reaper's Revenge. And everyone talks about this out here in Pennsylvania. It's one of the most craziest haunts and most loved haunts out here in PA. I don't know if anybody on here has been to that. Let me know.
I never even heard of it.
No, Reaper's
Revenge.
okay. Here. Well, that's one. And again, that's something. I guess as we get to haunt season, I want to talk a little bit about. And no, that's what I was hoping somebody could enlighten me on this because I've been seeing like so many great reviews on this place. So I want to know that. And in this one, I have been here as a patient in the Penhurst Asylum. And that's years ago. No, so
they let you out, or you escaped?
I can't say this. We're on live right now, but I'll tell you after. No, but
he's broadcasting from an undisclosed location.
That's it, exactly. Parts unknown.
It's really fun. Oh, nice.
I went. Okay, awesome. So yeah, tell me about your experience then over there, Horror Film Queen, because I. Been wanting to get out here to Reaper's Revenge, and everybody keeps talking about that, and even the Penhurst Asylum is something else I want to explore, but it's haunted as hell, man. I mean, that's something that we could definitely talk about.
Yeah, my friends are fun. They don't want to go.
Well, listen,
you got to come with me to a Fright Fest.
Yeah, that's it.
Fright Fest. You know, I'm always a Fright Fest. You know that.
Nemo, you have a whole group of other friends that are just sick and psychotic and twisted, and we're all here for you. So don't worry about it. That's it.
Yeah.
We love this stuff. Lady Terror, well, I'm glad. Yeah, you brought up Penhurst. I was just making an announcement, Lady Terror, that I have been there as a patient. I've been there, but not to explore the asylum after I was discharged.
He still got the uniform.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. I have it as a souvenir. No. So.
Penhurst is definitely haunted. I've been there. Wow.
Yeah, tell me about Penhurst as well. I want to hear about.
Tiny, tell us about Penhurst. We love to hear about.
That's Tiny, right, Swift? That's Tiny from.
Tiny.
Oh, okay. I was I'm trying to see the. Sorry, I'm blind. Trying to see the picture. Hi. I don't know if you remember.
John's
Monstermania. Hey.
I need to go back.
Ken. Hey.
Okay. So yeah, Fright Fest is something that's cool too. I've been there twice. The Fright Fest.
Fright Fest is sick right now. Right now it's sick because now they have the IP properties. They have Saw. They got a house for Saw, like with all of the craziness. They have Stranger Things. The Stranger Things is sick. Fright Fest is awesome because it's Six Flags, which is nationwide.
Yeah.
And I'm used to going here, the Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm used to that. I go there every year, several times, and it's Halloween based. In the daytime it's cool. You have all the stuff. You have the escape rooms and stuff like that. Once nighttime comes, they throw the mist in the park. All of the ghouls come out, the zombies and everything like that. And then it gets dark. The light on the rides go off, and it's dope. But you guys know I went to Texas in September. So when I was down in Texas, I was down there for a month. During my time there, spooky season started running. And I went to 2 different Six Flag Fright Fest, and they were dope. It was sick. Now the thing there is different. It's that's like Texas, so it's like a lot of Mexican culture and stuff like that. So those weren't really Halloween. They were like Day of the Dead. So you had like all
the okay.
It was different. It was sick, but it was fun. It was awesome.
Like a Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Nice to have the variety.
Yeah, that whole type skeletons and like the movie like Coco, like that. Yeah. The animated film. It was like all like that. Like Thunder Rosa.
They were looking like
that's like, cool though. I like that.
Like,
it's different.
You know what it reminds me of? I don't know why. I'm sorry. Ace Ventura, the second movie.
Oh,
you didn't see that? The one Choo-Choo. The one. No, for real, man. With those skeletons, they look like that.
Come here, Jim. I want to show you how much I appreciate you. Too.
That's a sign of respect, man. I love it.
I respect the hell out of you. Come here, buddy. Get a towel.
Allow me to show you my appreciation. Yeah, that was funny. That was wild. The missus says Blood Manor was worth it. Considering it was located in Lower Manhattan.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I went last year for the first time, the only time I should say.
Yeah, I would love to go to Penhurst.
Yeah,
you had to escape. Yeah, I did. I got out.
The secret's out.
Secret's out now. That VIP Extreme Tour. What's the difference? Like, what? I want to know about this. The Penhurst. Like, how long is that? The whole experience as well. Bumblebee tuna. Excuse me.
See?
Balls are showing.
Yeah.
Bumblebee tuna.
Niggas up.
That's what they call Equensuacha. No.
Pull up, check out Good Service Screen Park on my roll. Oh, I never went there. You know where I went? A place that I love. I only went there once, and I wanted to go last year. It never worked out. I wanted to go back to Headless Horseman, upstate.
Yeah. Tarrytown.
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow. Yeah.
Headless Horseman, man. That was well, I don't know exactly. I think it's. I don't even remember what part of upstate it is, but that was awesome. They got the hayride. They got all of the. There you're gonna be on lines. You're gonna be on lines.
Oh,
but
of course,
you know, they got. You go there. I think what was our time? I think our time was like maybe 9 p.m. We were there until like 1 a.m. On the hayride, all of this stuff. It was sick. You're out in the fields. You're in the cornfields. You're out in the regular fields. You're going through all of these haunted attractions. It was sick. Headless Horseman. That was sick.
I gotta check that out. I mean, it's big. Sleepy that town. It's a Halloween town, man. It's like they do it big. And I got the mission. I don't know why you didn't even tell me about this one, Pure Terror Screen Park. You never even brought it up. That's something that I definitely want to.
I'm down.
And the nice thing is, like we were talking about, financial stuff, like saving money, not having to pay. Sometimes going to these attractions are expensive.
Yeah.
With so many home haunters and it getting more and more popular, on Long Island here, they have a list of all of people like myself that do these big home haunts that you could go to during the season and when they operate from. So you could visit some of these. They're almost like theme parks, and you don't have to pay a dime. They just ask usually they'll just ask for a donation. They'll usually donate that all to a charity or something. Yeah. But there's no cover. There's typically no cover. And so you can look for any sort of listing in that town. That's awesome. Or wherever it is, and you could go to these homemade haunts, which is sometimes more fun. Can be more fun than waiting on lines for hours and paying $70 a person. And you can line them up. Line up the haunts. Like you go on the weekend, like, oh, listen, we're gonna hit this area up today, and we're gonna hit these local haunts, and then other. If you go to the big one later on, I mean it's the experience too. Like you said, sometimes the lines are crazy, and it's like it kills the experience. Like, you're in there, and I feel like there's times where I was rushed through it because there's so many people, and there's crowds, and people are pushing people through. I'm like, I guess that one in particular, I'm not going to throw the name out there, but that one in particular, it was just that it was not that organized in comparison to some of the other ones I've been to.
It's the downfall of everything. That makes everything.
It's organization. Because if you're paying money, you want an experience, right? You don't want to cheat anybody out, like rush them through it. Like, no, you want to see, unless they're running through it, that's different. But
right, running out of it, right?
Running out of it, exactly. But
that's the one little caveat with Universal. At times, if you go in during the peak, it does feel a little production line where they want to keep you. They're not rushing you, but they keep you moving. So it's because it's the lines, like I said. Yeah, exactly, Swift. Yeah, that's the only one con I would say.
Regular
tour could be an hour. Right. 3 hours. They have a
Oh, well, that's a whole different experience then, huh? Staying over, bring your sleeping bag.
Sign waivers. Sign waiver. Yeah, I'm not making it home. I don't know about signing waivers anymore after what I heard from Horror Film Queen with some of this stuff.
Same here, Nemo. I love movie.
No, Sleepy Hollow was good.
It was good, yeah.
Tim Burton,
and I just rewatched the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
The series. The series was good too, Sleepy Hollow. Crane is so
gorgeous. Yeah. Listen. That vibe, and then I'm gonna let you guys say that vibe, right? Sleepy Hollow, just that movie, the whole ambiance. It's Halloween. It screams Halloween. I actually enjoy watching that from time to time when it's like thunderstorms and rainy day. It's a good rainy day movie.
I throw that on. I throw on my Dolby Atmos surround sound speakers.
Now we're talking.
I got the up firing speakers. I got it all. I throw that on with that movie. Sick, crazy. You hear the horse. behind you on the left, and you hear it go to the behind you on the right. You hear the horse going behind you. It's sick. It's a good.
Oh man, Swift, you just broke my heart. I'm in the business and I don't even have an Atmos system.
Oh, come on.
I got the wire hanging from my ceiling upstairs at the moment for the height speakers.
Don't be sick.
But isn't that nice that you could watch this, an older movie like that, and the Atmos now adds that extra layer of sound and ambience that you might not have had before.
Different channels. Yeah. Awesome.
You'll never, but the thing is, it's like once you listen to it on that, you're not gonna go back. You're not going back to. It's gonna be tough to kind of go back to. That's why I don't even want to get it yet. Yeah. I'm not getting none of that because I'll sit here with my bunny ears, my like the old school.
Listen, Jim, if somebody wants to give me a Ferrari, I'm gonna take it. And I'll cry the blues when I'm back in my Honda, okay? Wow. I don't care.
Where's that?
Where's that, Jessica?
It's the place she was talking about. It's the place.
You talking about Universal?
No. Talking about it upstate. I think it was.
Oh.
Monroe,
the Pure Terror Screen Park.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's a big place. I mean, unless they're like really quick.
Anybody ever been there?
Yeah, man, that's why Savannah, Georgia, has a lot of haunted places you can tour.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the town. It was it was gorgeous, but this thing looked like something out of a horror movie. It was near when my brother had graduated at Paris Island in the Marines. We had to go down to South Carolina. Mama Swift might know where I'm talking about. Beaufort. I think it was a town called Beaufort, South Carolina. Man, those homes was something else, but it looked like something like you would see in The Conjuring. I don't know, it's just a horror film, man. So
Southern Gothic.
Yeah.
Big houses, property. Yeah.
It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild down there. But yeah, Matt, you might know what I'm talking about too. Yeah, Savannah, Georgia. The South has a lot of haunted places, especially like Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like the Burbs.
The Burbs. Man, I love that movie. No.
Oh, so good.
I love that movie though.
Grim was sick too. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, she's talking to Diva.
Yeah.
Speak to how it's going on
shows.
Yeah.
Man.
It really is. Oh my God.
It's a great cast too. Christopher Walken, Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
Without me.
Extended visit. That's it. Mama,
come on up.
Where are you, Mama Swift? I'm sorry. You're down south. Where's Mama Swift?
In South Carolina.
Oh.
So the German was hard.
I talked to you guys offline about that. Okay.
Yeah, she's down in South Carolina. I love.
Yeah. Same here, Brooklyn Diva. Christopher Walken in The Prophecy.
Yeah.
Was he's so good. Everyone ever see The Prophecy with Christopher Walken?
I didn't watch the entire film, but I know.
Yeah, I agree. Tim Burton got to work on atmosphere.
Yes.
He's good at that.
Yep.
He gets a little goofy sometimes with his direction and with the way he has things playing, but he definitely knows about atmosphere.
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands, another one back in the day.
Mungo's
Plantation.
Wait, what was that?
No. Oh yeah, St. Augustine.
Okay. St. Augustine has a lot as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, you go there often, no?
I'm telling. Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to put together. I was talking to Lawrence from Mondo Docs there, and Fred. I wanted to get like a haunted location investigation, like a paranormal kind of investigation, horror 365. So whoever wants to come out, we could set something up like, yo, listen, we're gonna do this. We're gonna explore this location with the team, and we have some of the fans just come with us, just tag along, and we can record it and just get some content, man, and see. But that's something I want to plan for. Hopefully we can do something like that this year before the end of the year.
Does that sound good to anybody?
Yeah, man, I definitely would like.
Sound off. Let us know. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's something I want to. Because next week we're talking. As I'm about to wrap it up. I know we're getting into the 2 hour. I love the combo, man. We can go. It's a telethon. Yeah, I say this every week because it's great. But I want to put a cap on it and get things rolling for next week. It's a good segue into that because next week we're talking real paranormal stories. And we will have Mama Swift. I'm hoping you can join us next week. And I know we have Lawrence from Monodocs because he is a paranormal investigator as well. Well, he does a lot of paranormal investigations, especially in Gettysburg. So he's going to be talking about that. So we'll have him on. And talking real stuff. I got one story, and I'm going to say that next week, and we'll talk about that when I was younger. But we'll get into that. Nemo, real quick, she says, I've been in New Orleans, and I was walking to a seafood boil spot, and boy, it was so freaky. I'm telling you, in New Orleans.
That place definitely has that. I go whenever I can. Okay, so I say the good thing. We do family trips to the beach and downtown.
That's it.
Yeah. Where Victor Crowley, right? Isn't that where Victor Crowley lives in New Orleans? In the swamps? In the bayou?
Yep.
Down in the bayou, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Listen, it's going to be something else. I'm really thinking about this one. Yeah, Brooke Lever said real story. Yeah, man, listen
this may be part one, you know?
Yeah, part one of many. I mean, because we have a lot of people here on the team and even people that we know that have experiences.
Yeah.
And so many things you could discuss with ghost adventures and stories of paranormal, the Hat Man, all these different things like that. It's real. It's, and I can now say that I'm a firm believer after sleeping in Hell House with that. So I guess I have two stories then. But anyways, we all got a story to tell. Guys, I want to give you the floor right now. Today we talked haunted attractions. If there's anything else you want to throw out to the horror heads, anything that you want to say on haunted attractions or anything else that we talk about today, the floor is yours. We'll start with Swifty Sant. Swift Flair. You have many names, man. Many names.
Yeah, many names. Yeah, man, we were talking about haunted attractions. They were a lot of fun. Fear is something that we love as horror fans. Go on out, support your haunted attractions, support the homes like what Johnny was talking about. Support those homes that they put so much hard work into decorating their home for us to enjoy. Let's support those. Let's support those homes and support trick or treating. Support everything that has to do with the haunted season. And let's go to some of these haunts. Let's go to the Waldorf Estate of Fear. Let's do it. It's not only a haunted. It's not only an attraction, a haunted attraction, but it's also an attraction from a movie, and it's also really haunted. Let's go check it out. Let's do it. But yeah, support the culture, and let's go see Sinners as well. Let's go see Sinners this weekend. Let's get back out to the movies. Let's bring this experience back because we leave it up to society. Everything that we love, everything that helped build our love for horror, and everything that we love is going away. Let's get back out to the theaters. I know it's expensive. You go once a year. Let's get out here. Let's have a good time. Let's bring the experience back. Listen. Let's put some stuff together. Let's do some stuff. Let's do some things, man. Let's do it. It's our time. Listen, we can't wait for everybody else to do it. We got to do it. So let's do it. Let's put some.
Amen. We'll lead the charge, Swift.
That's it. Let's do it.
Johnny Sparks.
Oh yeah, just everything Swift just said. Amen. And then get out there, promote trick or treating, promote Halloween. Go out, like Swift said, support any local haunters. Help spread the word. Get out to the theaters. Eventually, they're all going to disappear, and 100% don't want to lose that experience for sure. And just be safe, have fun, long live horror. Peace.
I appreciate you guys, man. Listen, it really is about the experiences, right? And when you think about life in general, right, it's creating moments and memories, having fun. We're not here for a long time, guys. We're here for a good time. That's what I say. And you have a good time if you go to some of these haunted attractions. I wish that they were all year round, and this got brought up a couple times today. If I had the funds, or when I get the funds, I will build a community, and I will build a haunted town, and it will be the horror headquarters of the world. That's it. Horror 365, NWO style. We're taking over. It's
like Dr. Evil.
That's it. And why have millions when you can have millions? No, but seriously, all jokes, like I would do that. And this is what I love. This is what we love here, man. So it's all about building that community. And I want to continue to build a community that we have here. The people that are watching, religiously every Wednesday, I can't thank you enough for tuning in. I keep saying,
thank you guys.
Thank you, everyone.
World, but you're here watching.
Reactions, Heart from Queen, Brooklyn Diva, Tony Masari, the man, the myth, legend. Lady Sarah, thank you so much.
Hi, Tiny.
Nemo Burns, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Mom, Vicky, thank you so much.
Mama Swift.
Matthew Griffin, my brother from another mother. Thank you so much. Thank you for stepping in, everybody. 531.
Yep, and Matt.
Good night.
And Matt, by the way, real quick, I don't want to forget your comment. Yeah, you and the wife had a few stories next week. We want to hear those.
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay.
Please join us next week.
Our film queen. Good night. Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you.
Number love here, man. And you know what? It's this is what I'm talking about. Good night, Ma.
Good night, Mama Swift.
Good night. Thanks for coming in again.
But seriously, like, and we got to get her as a moderator. I don't know how to do this mod stuff. We got to figure this out for the mod, to get Mom on the mods there. Under the floorboards.
Floorboards. Thank you so much.
Cheers, baby.
So, I mean, yeah, to leave it on that note,
Killer reactions. Thank you.
We got, killer reactions. Everybody that's jumped on, tuned in, even if you didn't comment, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Angie, of course.
Angie, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
She puts a lot, and I know, like, just speaking on a level, like, we've been working together for some time now, different projects, and she puts so much into this. She puts so much into this haunt, and I see what it is, and I see how passionate she is about it. You have to be. And John, I think you said this earlier. If you're a haunt actor, you have to love this. You have to love it. That's it. They don't really get paid like that. A little bit of jingle here and there, but it's not paying the bill.
And you're beating up your body. You're beating up your body.
Yeah.
You're dressed. You may be carrying a chainsaw or something else. You're running around. You're sliding around. Yeah. You're bending. You're contorting into all these little spots, and it's not easy. You're dealing with the weather.
Yeah.
Either outside, could be outside freezing. It could be inside sweating. Your stuff off. So, it's not easy. It's definitely a labor of love for sure.
You know what? And it is. And I'm thinking about this now too. Just talking about some of the stuff that we were talking about. I'm really considering this year throwing a Horror 365 Halloween party and having some candy for the kids. I want this trunk or treat stuff it's crazy, but we'll have like different areas, different kids come out, even if you just don't want to stay, you want to come and get some candy, it'll be free for the kids. And then, doing something where we have a DJ where we have, hey, who's that?
Lucy Goose. Come here, girl.
But having stuff for the kid. Lucy.
Hey,
baby. Hey, Lucy. Listen, horrors for everyone, even the dogs. But
that's it.
What I'm saying is that Gio.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming in.
And that's what I'm saying, like, to do something to create these moments, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So I could talk forever. We're going to sign out of here this week, guys. It's been a blast as always.
Party. Let's check out Sinners this weekend. Let's do it.
Sinners coming out. Michael B. Jordan. That man, I tell you, man, he's absolutely incredible. Love him in Creed. Fruita Valley Station. Mike delivers. Great actor. And then, this dynamic duo that's together right now. They're unstoppable, and he's such a young director too.
Yeah.
Such a young director, so it's very promising for the future. So I can't wait to see this movie, Sinners. I'm excited about it. Go watch it, support, go to the theaters, keep them alive, and let's make some more moments and memories.
And Ryan Gosling, we got our eye on you, pal. So
and Gosling, I'm coming for you, Gosling.
Okay. The clowns.
You're not that attractive. Look at me, buddy. I'm coming for you.
The clown army.
I don't care. You have a 17 pack. Yes, it's 17. It's uneven. There's a half an ad. It's okay. Coming for you.
Don't screw this up. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on this.
That's it. There's a lot riding on this. Is the big thing right here. Come on. But yeah. We're gonna keep it rolling here, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. We're logging out. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for celebrating horror 365. We're gonna see you next Wednesday. Real paranormal stories, baby.
Ooh.